Sammy's Restaurant and Bar. Recognized for its innovative, healthy global cuisine, Sammy's offers menu selections made with local, organic ingredients. Indulgent options like truffle fries, duck tacos, artisan wood-fired pizzas, fresh salads and more, along with an eclectic selection of craft beers and classic handcrafted cocktails. Plus, with 40 big screen TVs, Sammy's is also the perfect place to catch your favorite game. Satisfy your cravings anytime, 24/7, tableside or in the dining room at Sammy's Restaurant and Bar at Stone's Gambling Hall in Sacramento, California. Conveniently located off I-80 in Antelope. Hello everyone, welcome to our magnificent stream. My name is Veronica Brill. With me is the Jake.
What's up, guys?
In real true form. So today we have a spectacular game for you, a 5-10 like you read about in books of all sorts.
I read a lot of 510.
I've read a lot of 510. It's just like I've read about. So we've got a few regs and a few guys from out of town. Someone representing from Lake Tahoe, and then someone that moved in from the Bay Area. So we'll see what the Bay Area has to offer. You gonna say something?
No, I was letting you. It's been so long since you've been in the booth. I missed you so much. I was like,
He's missed me.
I'm just gonna let it rip for a while. Like, see what she's got.
Ladies and
A lot of wind in your
gentlemen,
pipes.
the Jake has missed me.
Record show.
So looking down at our little camera in the sky, that's looking down at seat 1 there, Tiny is in seat 1. Tiny's one of our regs. He's here to cause some trouble. He told me tonight he's going to. He's in for 1,000. My honey badger, yes, seat 2, Kyle, is back to redeem himself from that fatal 10-25 game.
That was a rough 10 1/4 game for Kyle. I mean, 4 betting and then he put in a 4 bet and then 5 bet ace king or ace queen.
I cried on my Kyle pillowcase that night because I have a pillowcase with Kyle's face on it, and I hold it tight, and I cried that night. But Kyle's better now, and I'm finally better. Azan, the Wizard of Azan, seat 3, $1,900. He probably has more by now. Like within.
Yeah, the game's been going for a while. Actually, stacks are actually going to be a little bit deeper than we're probably telling you right now.
Matt, I know you got so excited when you saw Matt. He like asked for his autograph, got all excited like a little schoolgirl, sang "Oops, I Did It Again" by Britney Spears.
Matt had a tough outing in the last PLO game. He got put in a couple weird spots, and that's not something we're used to seeing. Matt getting put in weird spots.
Well, I mean, not on the stream.
Not on the stream, yeah.
We don't know what he does.
If you read his bio, he likes weird spots.
I enjoy weird spots and awkward movements. Anyway, we got Danny in seat 5. He's in for $1,150. Peter, our salad-eating famous Peter, he is in seat 6. So Zach, representing the Bay Area. Zach in seat 7. He actually just moved here.
Awesome.
So now he's representing us. He is in for he probably bought in for 1,000.
Yeah, now it's Zach from Sac. So it's
Zach from Sac, representing Lake Tahoe, ladies and gentlemen, Dan in seat 8. You can see him there with his lovely plaid shirt, representing Lake Tahoe.
Very beautiful human being, sitting around 3K right now.
That's what you do in Lake Tahoe. You wear plaid and you cut down stuff and walk around with snowboards. I don't know. And then we got Anthony. Anthony, your mother called. She said, iron your shirt next time you come in for the live stream. If you're going to play 5-10, iron your shirt. So
You were playing with Anthony before the stream started, weren't you?
I was playing with Anthony. He's coming on my Veronica and Friends stream next week too. He's one of the 2 gentlemen I allowed on my game.
Awesome.
And so, yeah, I had a little talk. I said, Anthony, you better have a good time. You better have a good time on Veronica and Friends. And yeah, so we got a hand developing here.
So it is 5-10 tonight. We do have another 5-10 game in store for you coming up this Saturday. That'll be the 5th event of our Survivor Series.
Dave Tuckman and Valerie are going to be in the booth.
A lot of fun.
It's going to be great. And then Dave Tuck will be giving away money for free after. Money for nothing and your chicks for free, baby.
So Peter, I think Zach put it in the straddle here. Peter completed the big blind.
Zach put in a little raise and Peter called.
556, and Zach, now from SAC, formerly from the Bay Area.
I like it. Zach from Zach.
He's got the best hand in a pair of sixes. He's gonna bet it. Hello to all our regulars in the chat box. Rick and Barstow, Jimmy Bluffett. I thought Watright was here earlier, then he bailed. State for Prez.
I didn't even have my
Wow, I said that Zach had the best hand in a pair of sixes. Peter's got trip fives. Wasn't paying attention.
Peter's got trip fives. We're on top of it. What's up, Jimmy Bluffett? What's up, Rick and Barstow? States for Prez. Yeah, I heard you say hello to them anyway.
I like we're paying attention to them. My people in the chat box need me.
San Diego Keith is in the chat. What's up? He said 510 like you read about in book. Like you read in book is very nice. Does Zach have the balls to call with a 6 here? How do they play in the Bay Area, Zach? Would they do this with just like, you know, nothing with air? Do you know Peter, Zach? Has Zach watched like 100 hours of our live stream and like learned about Peter's moves?
He may have. Now, Zach throwing from the Bay Area. You were just playing down in the Bay. You were playing down in the Bay 101?
I was, yeah. I was in Bay 101 a few days ago.
How'd that go for you?
It was fantastic. You know, whenever you leave with money, it's always a good time.
Bring it back here to help support the NorCal poker community.
Yeah, and I kept like bragging about Sacramento, and I was like, in Sacramento, we can buy into the biggest stack. And they're like, why don't you just go to Sacramento then? And I'm like, I will, with my money and yours. But yeah, no, it was fun. They were really nice to me. They were all computer software engineers, computer software salesmen, computer scientists, computer programmer, all that.
And a fisherman.
And no, there was a farmer.
Oh, a farmer.
And a farmer. Probably growing weed. Not that. I don't know. I don't, and I do not do, and I do not condone it.
So I think Dan put in a $20 straddle here. Tiny limps for 20. Kyle picks up kings under the gun plus 3. And he's gonna stick in a little raise here. So the game right now is playing 5, 10, 20.
So the green chips, if anyone is just tuning in, the green chips are 25, the red are 5, and the white that you see up front, you should have your bigger chips up front, they're 100s. So Tiny, his cards are on the reader, but we can't see them, but Tiny has to have something pretty decent, and this is interesting. Looks like a re-raise.
Tiny's not in the limp re-raise.
Nothing but aces. And Kyle's like, fuck. Oh, he has aces. Sorry, I was just reading into Kyle's mind. It really wasn't what I wanted to say.
I think you read his mind perfectly, though. And Kyle throws away kings.
Oh my god! Kyle, you beast! And oh, we couldn't see that hand. Oh, we can't see Tiny's hand. I wish the dealer would have like rubbed it really good on that. Just gave it a rub.
Oh god, and Kyle's gonna puke if that was ace king. We'll find out for sure what that was. We'll ask the boys in the back. They can see what the cards were.
They can reach into the sky. We are the eye in the sky.
Yeah, Kenny, Andrew, Bob, and you guys want to whisper a little something into my ear what Tiny had that hand? Oh my god. Kyle laying on king's three. Had
it been anyone else, Kyle wouldn't have laid down.
I'm gonna lie to Kyle and tell him it's queens.
Poor Kyle, you're gonna be so mean.
Joe Fly 007, yes, Tiny does have a reputation of being a very snug player. The limp re-raise move is definitely one he likes to use out of his repertoire with aces, kings. Have we seen him do it with ace king? I think we have. That's the thing. I think we have seen him limp re-raise ace king there.
I don't think so. I don't think I've seen a limp re-raise with ace king. Somebody scan all of our hours.
Yeah. Jimmy Bluffett, get right on that. All right.
I don't know if I'm good enough to fold kings. No, I'm not.
I know you're not.
I'm not.
I know you're not good enough to fold kings.
You are good enough to fold kings, but then you hit. But
yeah, that's the sick part. Wow. Okay. So unfortunately for us, we're just being told that seat 1, we're having a little problem with the antenna right now, and so we're having a little hard time reading the cards. So Tiny, you get to play incognito tonight, unfortunately. Babies Don't Talk in the chat box. We love it. We love Stones.
What's up, Babies Don't Talk? We are going to be streaming Veronica and Friends next Wednesday. I'm going to be playing, and Jake and Justin are going to be doing commentary, and all of my friends are going to be joining me. Proper 3-bet. Look at that name. That's such a good name, Proper 3-bet. That is a proper 3-bet, I might say. I'm going to be using that from now on.
He probably wins.
Yeah, such a bad limper.
It's like Action Dan.
He's never a 3-bet.
It's an ironic name.
Yeah, it is an ironic name.
Call me old 3-bet.
It's like my husband's call sign is Rage, and my husband's just quiet.
Ace 4-7's our flop. Danny flops us hand with a pair of aces. Dan also has a pair of aces. He's got a worse kicker, but he does have backdoor hearts. Danny bets 50. Dan makes a call, and he picks up his heart draw on the turn.
I love me a little heart draw on the turn.
For the 1-2, Jim.
Check, check. Ace on the river.
It's going to be hard to pull this. Dan's going to have a hard time pulling this.
CJ, your 1-2 to go. Steve.
Hi-ya.
Wow.
Good check back. Oh no, I'm sorry.
No, it was he checked. Oh, wow. Check,
I let
check.
Dan check back now.
Check, check. Wow.
Dan's in the small blind. We've seen Dan play here before, if I'm not mistaken. Haven't we? No?
Dan in C8 from Lake Tahoe? I think so. He kind of looks familiar.
He looks familiar. Then again, like all poker players start to look the same after a while to me. It's like,
And remember, like when we first started, we had like 3 streams. You could remember everybody that's been on, and now it's like, oh yeah, we've been here for so long. Like I don't remember. So many people on our stream. Yeah, he does look familiar though. It's probably because you dream about him all the time.
that could be it.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of that going on.
Epic going in live. What's up? Welcome to the chat room.
Us Midwest.
Yeah, you know, you can't afford to live in NorCal. NorCal's the best. Looks like we got some hands. Peter's got
So-
ace jack. Kyle's got ace queen suited. Race-
Kyle made a 30 to go under the gun. Peter makes the call in position.
And we watched Kyle like go bananas with an ace queen before, and then Kings just fold pre-flop.
Different
Crazy.
spot, different situation,
Yeah.
different player.
Kyle flops the best of it, and already receives a check mark.
Whenever it's that big, I'm like,
Peter's gonna float this and call.
Wow.
pros, like, I don't know.
Whee!
I don't think Peter's going to be able to get off Kyle right now. Queen's full.
I like your side. I like
The hard part with Kyle is there is what can Peter really call with? Because he might have picked up a hard draw on the turn, but even then, would Peter really call on a double paired board that Kyle's betting into him with if you backward hearts?
There's no way he can get value out of this hand. Maybe out of a 2, and a queen it would just be a chop. Unless he has a queen 5.
And Peter's not the one to generally call for chops, so even though, I mean, the board's still paired and he does have ace high, I don't see him calling here.
Peter wouldn't have called the queen 5 pre-flop with a raise. You know what I mean? So there's only a chop here, or he gets paid off by a 2. I don't know what Peter's thinking about.
No, I don't think Peter's going to call. He's thinking about it. He lets it go.
I think you have to sometimes appear as though when you're in a hand, if you're floating, that you actually had something. You don't want to look like you're just gonna muck easily. You want to make you want to have your folding range be big.
Yeah, sometimes that's like slowly like backwards and all players do. They'll kind of put on a little Hollywood act in it
Yeah.
when they should be just snap folding. If you make players think that you can get them off with big hands, they'll try and they'll put a lot of pressure on you.
Yeah.
So if I know I'm gonna fold, I just fold.
Oh really? I like to do a lot of Hollywood. I like to be like, ooh,
I know you do.
I've got a huge
Yeah.
hand, and I like.
Show me
in
one card.
reality,
Show me
I've
one
got
card. Show me one card.
7-4.
Yeah, you missed the end of the straight draw.
Yeah.
JHM Dallas, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the chat box.
This is not the biggest game we stream. We actually stream a 1025 game once a month, and you can go back and watch all of our live stream videos for free, baby. For free. I mean, I'm not free. He's even more expensive than I am, but the videos are.
I don't know. Lately,
the second game.
I've been doing my part.
And easy.
And
I'm
easy.
trying to-
I've been doing my part to get back to the poker community lately.
I'm trying. I'm trying to make you look better on TV than you actually are.
Peter makes it 40 to go pre. Anthony makes a call, ace queen. Kyle comes along, wins. He has a big one, queen jack suited. Everyone flops a little something here.
Kyle, you got a backdoor hard draw. You know that's always good.
It checks through, and Anthony beats 2-pair on the turn. Kyle, who also hits 2-pair, is now going to lead for 75. Peter top. He has an inside straight draw. 10 would make him Broadway.
That's like 20.5 points.
And Anthony's just going to just call.
Yeah.
Kyle gets there.
Yeah.
Jack's full for Kyle. He checks it. And it checks
Oh,
through.
wow. I think you lost a little value there. What's up, Poker Pinup? How you doing? Poker Pinup was in our last Veronica and Friends. You can come in anytime and play in my next Veronica and Friends.
Make no hands. Interesting check there by Kyle. I mean, he might be thinking that one of the players might pick up spades on the turn and he can get the check raise in.
I like Callie Donks. What's up? Nice to
Copy,
see you.
yeah.
I haven't seen you in so long in our chat.
JHM Dallas, yes, we do stream PLO.
We just streamed 2 streams
Yeah,
of
we have
PLO.
2 straight streams, 2 straight
Saturday
5-5
night
games.
and Monday night, 2 5-5 PLO games. We're PLO beasts over here. What are you
Yeah.
talking about, man? You're insulting me.
And then even when the PLO is not streaming, it goes pretty regularly. It goes about 3, 4, 5 times a week now. Seems
100,
like
100 times.
100 times a week, every time. Peter's gonna make it 35 to go. King, queen of hearts.
And Peter's looking handsome today with that shirt. Look, his button's just a little bit undone.
It's a little skin.
It's just like it should be one more buttoned up, but it's not, and he's just like getting sexy for us. For me, probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
One more button and it would be slutty. But
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
got it, but it's just a
Just
little
like
sexy.
revealing, but yeah, it's good. I keep telling these guys, get sexy for me. I'm here.
You've
Bring
been back
it.
in the booth like a whole like 20 minutes and already like the commentary's turned like just
Dirty.
so much for analyzing poker. I'm just gonna like
No.
Working on it?
And I'm going to this, but I like it.
awesome. Thanks,
Trying
brother.
to jake himself.
Yeah.
I
We
purposely
just got
shaved
flashed
my beard
again.
off.
Did you?
So that I don't look like you.
You know, you
Because then
weren't one-upping me.
too bearded, it'd be weird.
Yeah. So Zach, our transfer from the Bay Area, he now makes it 40 to go with 10s.
Zach from Zach. You've got a new name now, Zach. Sorry if you don't like it.
Kyle's gonna call in position, king, queen off. Danny is gonna defend with the queen 9 suited. Peter called as well. Ace 9 6 and Zach's 10s are still good right now.
There we go. Oh, wow. 2 pocket 10s in this hand.
There we go.
It always gets interesting when 2 of the same hands are in.
Peter's not going to bet his 9s. That's 140.
Kyle's got a... Oh, I thought he had free cards. No, he didn't.
Kyle can make the call here.
Float.
He's got a little read on Peter. He's going to try to take this away.
If Peter checks, Kyle's going to take it away.
Kyle checks back. What is Kyle doing here?
What was that? He just gave that hand to Peter. He just gave it to Peter. He gave it to Peter.
Not sure what happened there. I wonder if Kyle thought he picked up hearts on the turn and he didn't realize that he was a offsuit there.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I mean,
what I thought.
Kyle, I mean, he's definitely one of the better players in the room. He plays for a living. I mean, a young guy, able to play for a living already. He plays, 10 and a quarter game, plays all the 5-10s. Couple odd little moves here early.
I would say seat 2, 3, and 4 are wizards. I would call that our wizard section.
Yeah, you gotta wonder like how that worked out. Like, hey, we'll just all sit next to each other and,
Yeah, and just plow
play
into the rest
blind
of the
versus
table.
blind versus button.
Yeah.
All night.
I think that my prediction is that those three are going to take the majority of the chips off this table. Anthony, did you call your mother? I don't know how he even likes me.
So Anthony makes it 30 to go. Tiny makes a call. He's gonna run into a little problem here because Matt Holtzclaw picked up aces in the small blind. Matt makes it 160 to go. And that should shut it down. So already so far, I'm trying to figure out like what's going on and what is Kyle
Meta universe?
And yeah, what is Kyle like doing here? He's folding King's Pre to Tiny and Mighty Tiny Limp re-raise, so I don't think long term that's actually the worst play. We saw him check Jack's hole on another hand, and then he just now floats King Queen and checks back river.
Yeah. Especially when he got checked to by Peter. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes you're zigging when you should be zagging. It might be one of those days, or our reader is off.
I don't know. It's trying to make some sense of it right now. So Kyle makes it 60 to go now with fives. There is a straddle on. Takes on a 5.
But he looks so darn handsome tonight. Kyle, look at that. A young version of my husband. Look at Azan. Azan just looks like a punisher. Like, I would just be so scared in any hand with him. Unless I had the nuts, and I wouldn't be scared. No, I'd still be scared with the nuts. So the game is 5-10, and I think it's minimum 500.
Yeah, minimum 500 and a 5K max.
And then table stakes after that.
Table stakes after that. No straddle this hand.
You know when it's a good day for me? When I can see all their cards. I feel like I get aces every hand when I can see all their cards. It feels good. It's tilting when you can't. Right? Commentary run good.
Yeah, we helped the table, adjusted our antenna depth. I'm not even joking, it's good.
I love when we adjust our antenna depth. Ooh, yeah. Just like that.
Dragging the conversation along.
Just into the gutter. So, you and Val on Saturday were
Couple classy broads.
damn good looking.
Yep.
Damn good looking, like to the point where Justin and
To the
I
nines.
are so jelly that Justin and I have devised a plan to outlook better than you. Does that make sense? We are going to get all dressed up next time we're together, and we're going to see if maybe we look better than you guys, because you guys look damn good. Like, you guys were just off a runway.
Is Justin gonna wear a shirt with like some cursive writing on it?
I know, right? I'm such a big deal, with a pickle on his shirt. He's like, yeah, we should dress as like 90s glam rock band. I'm like, no, Justin, no, wrong idea.
So Peter picked up kings here. Zach made the call with the ace-5, and he's flopped an ace. Anthony's in the hand as well, and he made a pair of eights. Checks over to Zach, and he's going to bet a pair of aces.
I like Anthony's
55.
hand. It's well within my range. Poker Pinup says, I don't think you're ready for this jelly. Damn right, girl. And Peter calls. I like that he didn't go banana. Oh, and the 8 on the turn. Anthony!
Gives Peter the nut flush draw, and now Peter has made an excuse to put some more chips in. Good check back by Zach. And now Zach should be snap calling this. The whole point of checking back the turn is that you can make an easy call on the river.
I think that Peter's story doesn't make sense to Zach.
Open,
And so-
check call lead.
Yeah.
It's-
So he, of course, it insta call. And he wants to see. Yeah.
No,
that was
if Peter was
a,
getting tricky there. If I was Peter and I was sitting in a seat with a hand like Ace Jack, I might play the hand the same way.
yeah.
Check call, and then. I still don't know if I'm leading river. No, I don't. No, I still don't lead river Ace Jack there. I might check one street there to kind of disguise my strength in my hand. But after that, I'm probably leading turn. I think I'm check calling turn after
Yeah.
I check call a bet there.
I think it didn't make sense to Zach that he had an ace.
And even then, no, on that board wasn't enough for flush draw, straight draw. No, I don't think I'm check calling. I'm leading because I can get called by worse.
Yeah.
No, yeah, bad form. Thought about it. I don't like it.
I like, but I do not like this time.
Still thinking out loud. So Zach here, he's picked up the 6-4 hearts. He's gonna make it 30 to go out of the cutoff. Dan, he's gonna put in a 3-bet
Jim H for the 1-2.
I
on the
like
button with
it.
the deuce tray.
I like it. Damn rights you did, Dan. Dan from Lake Tahoe showing all the Sacramento people how it's done. Monster. Deuce 3 of hearts. This is a game, folks. Someone just raised with a deuce 3 of hearts.
3-bet.
3-bet. This is a game. This is in practice. We say that and it's true. Let me get cozy here. Give you room to straddle me
Yeah.
when you start getting serious. It's been it's been a while, right?
It's been a little while.
I'm not used to it.
All we do here is we deal kings. That's our thing.
Yeah, it's one of those days. Statistically, it's perfect. It makes sense.
Jim H for the 1-2.
Rick and Barstow, I swear to God, if you go to Costco and get a Polish sausage, I'm not going to be friends with you.
Frank F for the
He's like, the Eastern European accent's getting better. It was always good. Kyle calls with a Queen Jack.
And you might be in a little bit of trouble here. Not a lot of trouble, but a little trouble.
I don't think Kyle's going to spaz out here.
Kyle, this is a check call, 2 streets for sure.
He's got backdoor Queen 2-pair draw.
4 on a turn. I think it's going to slow down Dan. 175 in the pot. Expecting to bet somewhere around $1.25 maybe. He's going to go smaller than that. Kyle shoots him a look. That was 120. No, look, it was 165. The graphic shows 120. It was 165. Oh, and Kyle gets there.
I knew it. Kyle's a wizard. If you're Dan, you put in a bet here, you've been getting called on every street.
I actually think long term it's probably a good bet. You're gonna get a lot of value from Ace Jack, King Jack, Jack 10. All those hands are just gonna like call you down and prove it to me. The only hand he can't beat is the hand Kyle has, is Queen Jack. Kyle wouldn't play a set this slow. 345.
You raise if you're Kyle?
I think it's a call. Kyle calls.
Show the nuts, Kyle. Sandy Coquette says he hates people that hate garlic fries. Me too. Me too. I think garlic is good. Nice win, Kyle. 1 for the honey badger.
Yeah, I think long term, I think that's a good value bet by Dan. A lot of players, by the time they get to the river, players check call. Too many players I think just go to shut down and lose a lot of value by not value betting their hands in the river.
Yeah. That's true. Bart Hansen talks about that. How they basically shut down in case a hand will beat them.
Just in case, yeah. They just had a pot control river.
And they lose so much value in the hands that pretty much most of the time they are winning.
DJM says DJM 777 asks how many players are just waiting for aces or kings. Well, the way the game's going right now, or the way the deck's running, you don't have to wait long.
Yeah, because kings are going around almost every hand.
And the blinds will chop it up.
Is Matt wearing his token king's hat? That is a king's hat, is it not?
It is.
Did you get Matt to autograph your chest again? You're gonna get it tattooed, right? You know you love you some Matt.
Yeah, no, Matt's,
In a weird way.
I love it in his bio. He said one of his favorite pastimes is naked twister. And it's like, I know you have my number, man. Like, how, like.
Yeah. You could have called me.
Like,
We
it's
could
so
have
weird
done-
because my phone was
We
on.
could have done this.
You know? And
Yeah.
like,
I get those texts all the time from all these guys. And I'm like, no, I can't tonight. Maybe next weekend.
yeah. Can't play Naked
gets
Twister
awkward
tonight.
sometimes.
Tonight's my Naked Monopoly night.
Yeah, right? Although Naked Twister's way more fun. See, you're in the gutter. You're in the gutter.
You brought me down here. This is terrible.
Rick and Barstool, listen to what I have to put up with. Look at Stones Live. Stones Live. Look at this. It's beautiful. It's like advanced, and our graphics are advanced. It's like we're in the future, man. So beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, that thing hovering over your head with cameras in it. And it's gonna start going like, it's gonna like go up and down, and it's gonna have hydraulics and stuff. There's a helicopter. Anyway, how much did you miss me? Ah, Bootsy.
Proper 3-bet asked why we were playing 7-handed in the PLO game and if there was lack of players. No, we had 2 tables running actually. It was good. We were playing a little short-handed. I think PLO plays best 6 max. Honestly, I'm not doing it.
It's for you. It's a stress relief.
You're the worst.
I'm the nuts.
You're the best at being the worst though.
Mmm, tasty DIX. I almost said it. What's up? Welcome to the chat room. That must have been my husband. This girl's so annoying.
Alright, welcome players, just an update. We are just a few players away from firing up another 1-3 game. Anybody interested in playing 1-3 on it, let me know, I'll get you on board.
Look at them folding like bosses.
Folds on Matt's button. You make it 35 to go.
You do not fold to my button. I will not allow this. There will be no chops when my name is Matt and I'm on the button.
Danny kisses his chips goodbye in the small blind. He calls his pocket 7s. I would expect Zach to defend here in the suited ace in the big blind.
And Dan, of course.
Dan comes along as well. Ace 9-5. Zach gets his pair of aces.
I'm Lyman Sun once more PLO. We haven't given you enough? Twice this week. 2 streams.
And Zach's gonna lead here into Matt with ace deuce.
We call that leading into the razor. Or
Donk bet.
donk bet.
We were talking about that a little bit, though. Me and Val and even had Nick, we were talking about the donk bet coming back in a big way.
Yeah, it is coming back. I actually got donk bet into a lot in Bay 101. A lot.
How'd you handle that? What was your?
I
what
was just like, wow,
What was your default there?
it,
Put back in them? Smack
folding.
them? Oh man,
Because,
you just got run over. Wow. They just bet second pairing to you and you just let go.
yeah, exactly.
Wow.
I was being taken advantage of.
When they go in overtime last time they played, whoever wins is gonna get the steamrolled by Cleveland anyway.
Action pulls around to Bazan, he picks up 6s. No straddle this hand, he's gonna open up for 35? 30? 35.
Looks like 30. Close enough. No one's got nothing for him.
So this weekend is the 5th game in our Survivor Series. We will also be playing 5-10. And in our Survivor Series, for those of you who don't know, we're taking 1 player from each of these cash games. and putting them in a voting one player through, putting them in a single table sit and go, total free roll, winner take all, main event seat. So far we have Hot Dog,
Oh yeah, Hot Dog won big time.
Big Jake,
Yes, Big Jake won the first one.
Michael Rosenbach, who took the PLO game.
Yes.
The nomination of the PLO game, and I'm missing one. Kyle Kitagawa.
Yeah.
Deej Poker.
Deej Poker. Deej stocks were high that week. And we're going to have a new winner this week. And an 8-16 Omaha Hilo split the week after. I think you and I are going to be in the booth together. And I'm so looking forward to that. I love that game. That's going to be fun.
They're moving the ball good. Hitting open shots.
Anthony's putting in the call. Is that a raise, Anthony? So Zach raises to 30, and then Anthony, what did he make it?
Anthony made
Raises
it
to
90 to go out of the big one.
Anthony, your mother taught you well. You ironed your shirt, and you're putting in a 3-bet. And Zach says, no way. No way, I'm calling this. You're not going to bully me around.
Ace 7-5.
It'd be even more
It's
sweet.
a good flop for Anthony to show a little bit of strength. Or a lot. And he would c-bet whether he hit that ace or not, you know? Because he's c-betting the sheen for the most part.
Indians lost. Oh, yeah.
I think Zach's best move here if he wants to take the pot would be to float. A raise here would look kind of shady, but I think ultimately we're going to see him fold. Yeah.
You're such a wizard. You're a broadcasting wizard. Where did you learn this?
Yeah, but I mean, right
You
now,
want
they're
your
peak- oh, the brownies? Yeah, look what happened to Seahawks. Were pretty
He's
good,
like
right?
key lime pie. You either just love it or hate it.
I'm not the Lamp guy.
Take a hike. We got-
Hammer Time 69er. Nice name. Welcome to the chat room. Love me some Hammer Time 69er. And Lyman's son. I'm Lyman's son. This is hi, Veronica and Jake with the heart. I actually tattooed I'm Lyman's son on me, but you don't know where. That's how much heart you do. Or at least I do. Kyle and his ace queen. Again, an ace queen. An ace queen is a tormented hand to Kyle. How much did he lose with ace queen? Over 4K. It was over 4K.
It was over 5. It was
Wow.
5,300.
Wow, ace queen. Kyle can't love ace queen.
Kyle opens ace queen in early position, and Matt does not call with a 9-8 of hearts behind him. Collusion.
Collusion.
Yeah, how do you feel about folding the 9-8 of hearts now, Matt? How do you feel about that? That's what you get for folding suited connectors.
Yep. Don't
Karma's
do it.
real. Tiny defends big blind. We're not going to be able to see his cards tonight. We're being told that the antenna for our RFID cards, I can see it, is
But
inoperable.
we pretty much know Tiny's range. Hammer Time 69er, what's up? Two Face Man 69. Oh, they all have 69, so I can't remember who's who.
Kyle tries to get a little value for his ace queen, but Tiny ain't biting.
One Arm Louie, welcome to the chat. He's sworded. That means he's a big deal.
One Arm Louie's been with us since the beginning.
I know.
One of our original mods.
I know.
Good guy. I'm just making conversation.
I'm just making
I wasn't
conversation
trying
back.
to educate you. I was just talking.
Educate, but I want to be educated. Give it to me. Give me your best stuff.
I just finished reading
You read that whole book?
Fold on Randomness. It's a good book.
You read that whole book already?
I read a whole book.
No, like you read it
Wow.
in like 3 days?
That's been longer than that.
Oh.
It's been about a week.
Damn, Daniel. You could get through college in like 3 months. Like you could get a whole
I've missed you so much.
freaking degree in 3 months. I can't read a book that fast. I'm not being sarcastic. I've just never met anyone who could read that fast. In my entire life.
Azam has a $20 straddle on. Zach puts in a raise.
Next thing you know, there's going to be mosquitoes in here.
Did you limp dark? Or it might be, was it?
Like your
I'm trying to figure out why you raised to 35.
Every time 69's eating McDonald's, watching the stream. That's the best thing to do. Ace Queen 7 on the flop, all rainbow. Azan flops an ace. We don't know what Kyle's got. Mystery cards. He needs to put it over the reader. He knows better. Yes. Ooh, an ace queen again? Kyle flops 2 pair.
Wow. Zach's got an inside straight draw to Broadway, but need one of the 10s is on holding.
So a check raised by Kyle. Zach bets out 90 and Kyle raises to 335. Azan's out of there.
It's a big raise by Kyle. I don't know what he thinks Zach's really going to call him down with here. It's a pretty broken board. There's no draw. If he thinks that Zach's just going to get super, super sticky with an ace.
Are we watching Kyle have a little bit of tilt right now? Is this the, like, normally people spew, but this is Kyle, like, tilting, just kind of 3-betting or raising worse hands out of flops?
It's a strange spot. I really don't know what's going on in a couple of these hands.
I think Kyle might be a little bit human and have a little bit of tilt capability. I think everyone can. I don't think that's typical of Kyle, no?
No, it was very, very atypical. As it is, Dan, he's going to open up the pot, make it 35 to go. The 9-8 off.
I love the chat. Johnny Outlaw Gaming, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Dundu 11-1, what's up? Jari, I don't know, these names, I think these names should be clever. Like, we should just be like clever names only. T Sheets, what's up? Nice to see you.
I agree with you, Callie. I mean, like I said, the only worst hand that can call him specifically is like Ace-7. Unless he really, I don't know how much history they have. If Kyle thinks that Zach's one of the players who just likes to call down with top pair, then Kyle might be raising there for value, but I don't know, it kind of long term seems like you're kind of running everyone off. Like I said, all we do is deal big pairs here. Dan makes 35 to go with aces. Gets no love.
I don't want no love when I have aces, I just want your money. Ship it.
It's aces cracked right now, I believe.
Oh yeah, we do have aces cracked. Actually, this is in the past. But yeah, okay, you're right. It's the time machine thing, I just don't get it. Just don't get it.
Yeah, honestly, I'm with you, Callie, though. I know nothing about the history, though, either. I mean, absent of any more information, though, I agree with you. I think it was kind of I think Kyle might have lost a little bit of value there by check raising. I mean, not that, I don't think necessarily that he had any potential to make a lot more money in that hand, although he's flats. I don't know, maybe Zan overcalls with his ace.
President Kanye says sometimes it's better to end the hand and collect the chips. Yeah. Well, that's what happened. Make sure you join us for our Twitter roll Monday, May 30th at noon. Stones is just putting up the prize pool, and it's pretty much $35 to get in, and that's just covering the entry fee. You get $3,000 starting chips plus $3,000 bonus chips if you follow Stones Gambling and Stones Live Poker, and if you follow Justin, our tournament director.
So it's 3,000 chips if you follow it. Yeah, it's 3,000 chips for following Stones Live Poker and Stones Gambling Hall. You get 1,000 bonus chips each, up to 3,000 for following each of our 3 tournament directors.
Oh, so you can even get an extra 3,000. You can start off with 9,000 chips.
No, 6,000. You start with 3,000
plus 3,000 for Stones Gambling and Stones Live Poker, and then another 3,000 for tournament director. That's what you're saying.
You get in by following Stones Gambling.
Oh,
Stones
you get in. Okay.
That gets you your initial 3,000.
Now you're explaining
then you get up to another 3K.
Okay, so 6K max if you get a Twitter account, get in here, and get you some free money. That'll be fun. It's gonna be fun. GOA, the stream has just begun. Don't judge the stream just yet. It tends to get a little bananas an hour or two. I have a feeling that my prediction is Kyle's been pretty active today. He's gonna get mixed up with some with Zach.
Service.
Look at that, ace king. And let's see.
Dan Ness.
Kyle's only got 43. Never mind. Poker Pro Erickson wants a purple map.
Check for PLO.
Yeah,
If I just put
I'm
one,
sure.
I'll be happy, so. Need 2 more points for the over. I have
Matt's got ace king also. Zach's got ace king. Let's see if some fireworks erupt here.
Dan Ness.
Matt's putting in a raise to looks like 35.
I would expect Zach to be 3-betting here most out of the small blind. He doesn't want to play this hand out of position. Of course, he doesn't know that Matt's going to call, virtually any 3-bet here. 115 from Zach. Gets Dan to throw away the ace-4. Tanya would limp. She's out of there. Now, what's Matt going to do with ace-king suited here? He can 4-bet. He can flat. He's in position. He can go either way here. And it looks like he's going to lean toward 4-betting.
He gets a fold here. He's such a beast. King's shirt, king's hat, all man. And Zach wants to see his stack. Zach's like, I'm not taking this crap from you.
It's 335. Costing a 2 1/4 to call. And
All in.
Zach 5-bet
Wow.
jams.
Wow. What does Matt do here? And
Matt
he
snaps.
calls. Wow.
Snap calls.
Wow. They're running it once. They're talking about running it. You can run it up to 3 times here at Stones. Chop.
Chop it up, boys.
not a fun story.
Re-rolling that.
Don't beat shit.
I'm Lemon Sunset streamers and chat. Would you take into consideration how close poker rooms are to when you decide to take a new job or not? Obviously, if you're a DJ, you have to live close to driving distance to a poker room. And a good poker room, you don't want to be next to like a crappy poker room. You want to live near a Stones type poker room.
I think I heard you mutter.
No, that's what's playing into a lot of my
Yeah, I
life
heard
decisions
that.
as far as, picking up food in the family,
I wouldn't move to a
uprooting
state
children. in
where there's no
school.
poker.
No.
This is I'm never leaving California.
Big pair of poker continues tonight.
Kyle's got queens. Let's see if anyone's going to play with him. Looks like he raced at 35 or 40. Hammer Time 69er says, never understood people who don't buy in for max. Yeah, it's optimal. Tiny calls. Tiny and Kyle have been wrapped up in some hands here. And Tiny looks uninterested in this hand.
Kyle checks back to queens. And now puts in a bet on the turn. Tiny check call 60.
I'm thinking with a flush draw. With an ace-king of clubs. I think Tiny hit this river. They
Check.
No.
Kyle did not go for thin value with his queens. I don't know, I kind of would have liked the value bet there. I think Tiny's got a lot of hands there that he might call me. Any 8-10, 9-10 Jack 10's going to call him.
He also missed on his value betting the river, I think, when he made a boat
Queen Jack.
with the Queen Jack.
I would tend to agree. No, the game is not capped.
Jake agreed with me! Somebody mark this down! Call Crush Live Poker. Jake agreed with
Part
me.
if I'm going to defend Kyle's play in the previous hand in the Jack's full hand is 3-way. You might have figured that's maybe Anthony or one of those players picked up a flush draw on the turn, and the flush got there. Jack of spades would hit the river. So he actually might be thinking of getting a check raise in. On the same time though, if you risk it, if someone did pick up a flush draw and they're just gonna let it check through with anything else but even Broadway might check back there, maybe. Flush got paired, board paired, got real bad. So I think if a flush ticket there, you're at least gonna get called, and there's no guarantee I think that you're gonna get check raised, or that someone's gonna put the bet in. So I think
Yeah.
I
I
would
would bet.
have like leading there.
Yes, I agree.
The only hand you could probably be worried about in that previous game would have been ace jack.
GW Jones 00, welcome to the chat. Not a very clever name. I prefer clever.
This is like watching like the World Series where they only show the premium hands.
I know,
And everyone's got
right?
like big pairs and junk.
And the ace is gonna slow down the action. I can't believe it. It's like queens and kings every hand.
Kings, kings, aces.
I'm telling you, there's gonna be bananas hands soon because we're gonna get to a point where we're gonna have kings and aces, or queens and kings, and it's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get crazy. And the thing is about live poker is it's not always 100% action. What is Kyle gonna do here?
I think Kyle folds nines. I think that's correct.
Joe Flat 007. What's up? Welcome to the chat. Where's our regs? Where's Big Horse? I'm glad I like Kelly Dawson's finally in the chat because he missed a few episodes and I was not happy with that. Jimmy Bluffin never misses. Ricky Barstow never misses.
Poker Pro.
Poker Pro Eric. Poker Pro Eric, I think is still on the fence about liking me. I think he sometimes pretends he likes me. He expects a stipend. Get mad. That nice outfit, King.
So Zon's got the straddle on this hand.
135 kilos starting on table number 3. We've got open seating for Chris H. Azam,
And
H.
the PLO starting.
Valerie.
And Val's playing PLO, I love it.
Two-Faced Man 69 asked if I want to play PLO. Yep, I do. I love. I don't mind it. I don't like the swings, but I don't mind PLO. I'll play it.
I'll probably play. I'm stuck big. I'll probably play PLO today.
Now players, we do have a turquoise Honda Accord. Parked right
Queen,
out
Jack,
front
deuce,
of the
spades
side
on the
lights
flop.
Once again,
Nothing for nobody. 3 on the turn.
Honda Accord parked out right out front of the lights on.
Dan's repping the 3.
Next on the bottom.
Table 7 by the wheel of Roberta. 1 3 on table 7. We're gonna have open seating for
They're talking about buy-in. What do you like to buy in for when you're playing?
So for the longest time, since I'm playing online is on all tables is standard 100 bigs. So I just got used to playing out 100 big stacks and stack pot ratios. Everything makes sense. The kind of hands, the way you play hands pre-flop matters. It's going to change by how deep you are. So it's going to change, what kind of hands you can get your stack in by on the turn, the river, things like that, and what you're definitely calling with.
I definitely won't if I buy into 1-3 game and everyone's got 120 in front of them. I'm
Yeah,
not going to buy in for 400.
Yeah, I might even play. Yeah. No.
I'm just comparing to
Yeah, I'm
stacks.
saying yeah. So
I don't want to be like the biggest by far stack that I can quadruple everybody.
live, I think definitely. When the game starts, I tend to buy in for whatever the table max is. But I'm also comfortable playing deep. So a lot of players aren't though. It's a whole different group of decisions. I mean, you can get check raised on the turn, and you might still have some implied odds you got to think about. Where in other spots, it's just kind of standard like, well, do I go and rip it or not? Or do I call off or do I fold?
Did you watch last night's PLO game in LA?
I did not.
They had a big talk about short stack PLO strategy, and like some guy wrote a big book on PLO short stack strategy and has made a lot of money playing short stack PLO. But I guess it's different in Hold'em. You definitely don't want to be short stacked in Hold'em.
Yeah, very, very different games.
Gay corpse. Gay corpse.
Bigger ultra.
Bigger Ultra, what's up? Nice to see you.
Ryan and Rob here. 1-3 seats running. Ryan and Rob for the 1-3.
Anthony makes a 30 to go out of the hijack. Tiny makes a call.
Tiny call.
Kyle, 6-5 suited on the button.
We're assuming Tiny has aces.
And Kyle puts in a 3-bet.
Kyle is coming out to play. This is the honey badger that I know and love. This is my honey badger right here. You guys can't have him. This is it. Kyle. 6'5" suited on the button. Go.
Hammer Time 69er, yes, that is Tony Hawk in seat 1. I see the resemblance, obviously. This is a one stab at it board, and that's it for Kyle.
Yep. If Tiny calls here, alarms will set off in Kyle's mind, and Kyle will shut down.
Check that fold.
Nice hand, Honey Badger. That's how my Honey Badger does it. This is the Honey Badger. The Honey Badger doesn't give a shit. I'm gonna get in so much trouble today. It's like not one thing, it's another. Hammer Time 69er is like, this doesn't make sense. None of this makes any sense. They're still having a short stack, big stack argument in our chat box.
There's for a long time there's a lot of people that would multi-table like 10 big stacks, which was like super frustrating because they basically they were playing push fold, you know, like you would in a tournament with a 10 big stack.
Oh,
And it's frustrating for when you're playing deep and you want to open up hands.
Yeah.
You know, like suited connection like that. When someone rips 10 bigs on you, you can't do anything.
There's actually no strategy. You can't bluff them. You can't do anything. You just have to get your rips and beat them. The obvious statement. 5-8 Jack, all spades. If Tiny has spades, he will check call this.
Checks over to his on.
And this
4 spades on the board.
shut down is on. This,
Or the other way,
or opposite.
Tiny can continue with a big spade. This can get Tiny off of a jack, but he's not going anywhere. 9 in spades. Azan makes us flush. Tables the board. And they chop it up. Tiny actually turns 2 pairs. Wow.
I was not expecting that.
No, I would not expect Tiny to be check calling the 5 deuce on the jack 8-5 all spades.
Wow. I'm shocked, jaw on ground. Tiny Hawk is in seat 1. I called him Tiny Hawk, not Tony Hawk. You know what your problem is?
Oh man, do we have that kind of time?
Do you know what your problem is? We're sober.
Yeah, God, it's tough. Dan makes it 35 to go, ace queen. Anthony now.
Anthony.
He'll make the call at Jack 9 clubs. Almost looked like he was reaching for white chips there for a minute. I thought he was going to put in a 3-bet.
Anthony, your mother would have liked a 3-bet.
Peter, 10's in the big line. He's just going to call.
String call, Peter. That was a string call. Not allowed. I'm just joking, everybody. Don't start getting crazy in the chat. Wow.
Happy birthday, Anthony.
What a flop. Anthony, had you 3-bet, it would have not looked like a Jack 9 at all. Like your mother would have wanted you to.
Bet
Now
60.
he's going to call. Yeah.
And now Peter.
It's not that bad of a flop for 10.
It's really not a bad flop for 10s, but Peter can't overcall.
Yeah, except for the bet and call in front of you. Anthony's praying that Dan had hearts. Or has hearts.
Dan's gonna fire again. 175. At this point now, if you're Anthony, you probably got to give Dan some sort of credit for a hand. He doesn't know he just got ace high. And now I think you get the raise in. No, he's just going to call again.
See, I'm going to mark this down so when he plays on my show next week, I'll know exactly how he plays. Yeah, Dan's shutting down right now. He knows Anthony's got something. Did Dan just ask him if he had a flush? And Anthony shook his head no?
No.
I thought I heard you have a flush. Why did he shake his head?
Miguel, first check, yellow.
Did he actually think about calling today's high?
5-10 yellow, Jeremy.
And the Academy Award for Best Actor goes to Dan in seat 8 for his role in Ace Queen.
It's 275 to call. What if he puts in a, like, goes spaz and... No, he's not going to go into spaz mode and raise. That was a great act, though, with that fold, Dan. We really enjoyed it from the booth. It's one of our best ones, right? Academy Award acting folds.
I mean, it might get him nominated. I thought he was really going to milk it a little while longer.
Zoom, what's up? Nice to see you in the chat.
So on the Jack-Jack-9 board, out of position with Dan firing out of position twice, if I'm Anthony, now it wouldn't have changed. We wouldn't have got any more money out of it because we know that, you know, Dan only had ace queen. But logic would say,
Put in a raise on the turn.
yeah, I really feel like you know,
If he's got something,
and then Dan normally to fire twice there into a paired board should have something.
yeah. Fat Train, what's up? Fat Train was doing commentary with me a week ago. If you guys want to watch that 1025 game, it was fun. We had a lot of fun. It was a big deal. I like pickles. Oh God. Sometimes I don't think about what I say. Dill, you know, it's a big dill, a pickle.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, all right.
It was his shirt last week. I'm just so far in the metagame.
Queen 7-7. No one's flopped anything. Deuce on the turn, and Peter's gonna try to pick up the pot. He's actually got the best hand.
It's something my mother would say, Veronica, that was a very big deal, you know, instead of a deal.
Yeah.
We put our bicycle in shit, and lawnmower goes in shit too. Player Serpent, what's up? JHN Dallas,
Pass it, and he just like
how you doing?
on the 3-point line.
You know, some of these names are great. Gay Corpse, that's a good name.
Angry Polak.
Angry Polar's a great name.
Good.
The Jake.
Yeah.
Do you call your son the Jake?
No.
You are the Jake, he's just Jake.
Correct.
Is that correct about something?
And that's one.
No, that's 2. Birthday.
Did Anthony just fold 9-10 suited into the gun?
You're not invited back, Anthony. Go
All right.
home to your mother.
Alright. He doesn't raise the
Go
turn.
get spaghetti.
He's not opening 9-10 suited into the gun. It's clown out of here. No. No, we love Anthony.
Go home and get some spaghetti, Anthony.
Kyle makes it 30 to go. Dan's gonna come along, defend the big blind. 8-5 Dewey.
Is T-Sheets 678? Is it the same person? That was probably not the best hand here.
Interesting point, T-Sheets. I can definitely see your logic there. Flat the flop, raise the turn. It is a strong line. And you're gonna push out a lot of stuff there. But on that board, do you think that Dan's would be fold queen plus? I don't know.
You're too sober for me. I can't stand it. Zon's putting in a little raise to 30 with an ace jack. Under the gun +2. Peter. Where's Peter's cards? Okay.
Peter's got 7.
Peter elects to call. Anthony, it's a 7.5. It looks nice. You're getting a discount. Jack 6-6 on the flop. 2 hearts. Azan's got the ace of hearts.
Not a bad flop for 7s. It's kind of the same spot that Peter was in that hand with 10s.
Except
it's not a
this
bad
time,
flop. So something, yeah, he doesn't have to
it's heads
overcall
up, yeah.
someone. Another overcard to Peter's 7s.
I like how Azan's continuing to bet. It's just pressure, pressure, pressure. And it's so hard with pocket 7s.
That's good
Ace-Jack,
sizing too.
definitely beats him. Ace-6. He wouldn't do that with Ace-6.
And Azan shows him the best hand.
It's a good fold.
Look at our stack sizes there. Tiny's the only one sitting under 100 bigs right now.
If you look on your screen, it says Veronica and Friends. And if you want to get in my game, just send me a tweet. And I'm going to try to get all the Twitch chatters into my game. I'm going to just see if I can get Gay Corps into my June or July game.
Oh, right on.
And I'll see if Rick and Barstow will drive up. I don't know if Jimmy Bluffett would ever come up. That'll be fun. Think about it, guys. Think about it. Angry_Polak if you want to tweet me. Veronica and Prisoners. I love it.
Zach makes it 30 to go out of the cutoff. Tiny will not defend the big blind.
Are you a big blind defender?
In tournaments, definitely, just because tournament survival is, I mean, blinds and stealing blinds are such a big part of it.
Yeah.
In cash games, I really don't like playing a lot of pots out of position. I'm not like I like the tournaments either, but I mean, tournaments is kind of necessary to play more hands out of position, mainly to defend the blinds. As that goes, I generally tend to take a 3-bet or fold strategy with, if I'm playing, junk out of it, I'm not just gonna like take a raggedy hand and just like, just because I'm not folding the big blind, you can't have it, and just start calling, playing pots out of position.
All the time.
All the time, no. A 3-bet light. I'm never flatting light.
I'm never flying light.
I wish I had something that was like really important to you right now that I could like knock over and throw.
My cackle is horrible. I'm sorry that you guys had to hear my cackle.
Zach makes it 30 to go. It's ace-king out of the hijack, and Azan will defend the 7-8 suited.
HammerTime69 says he's defending his big blind in cash games much too often lately. Ends in punishment. Me too. Me too. I just hate folding, period.
Yeah, you do.
I enjoy
Azan gets there on the turn. Fills the gutter. Zach's got 2 overs and an inside straight draw. He doesn't know the overs are dead, although he might suspect it at this point. Drawn to the queen. Backdoor spades get there. Might slow down Azan a little bit. Interesting spot would be, what would Azan do if Zach were to turn his hand into a bluff right now and rep the backdoor spades? Or rep Jack's fold?
I'd love to see that. I want to see some blood. Oh.
Zach lets it go. He thinks better of it.
I love the dynamic in our last 10-25 game of Brian and Ace's Aaron, as he probably calls himself, and the bluffing on the river that was going on between them.
Good game.
I'd love to see some of that tonight. Get crazy, guys! But I lectured them all before the 10-25 game. I was like, Veronica no like soft play, Veronica no like slow play, Veronica no like tight play, you have to loosen up, and they all were like, oh, okay, sure, now we know the rules.
And then you walk around the table and do you understand anything?
Yeah, no. Who was that woman? Did someone call security to get her out?
Zach picks up the ace queen this time. He makes it 30 to go.
Carp says that, is it just me or is Veronica's poker knowledge tripled in size? Yes.
Dan makes the call to the hijack, queen jack offsuit. We know that hand is, oh no, he puts in the 3-bet. Okay, I like that. Zach's been getting 3-bet a lot tonight. And at some point,
You gotta push
you get
back.
kind of fed up.
Yeah.
Wow, and he lets go with the ace queen. Wow. And now maybe we see why people are 3-betting Zach so much.
And he's moving seats. You're only a seat change and a setup change away from getting good hands.
Would anyone like to move?
Matt Holtzclaw left the game.
C7.
Where did he go? I'm assuming he would be in this
He went to
game.
PLO. Matt wants to go place the 4 card. I played 30 minutes. Got such a grand the other night. Like nothing like boom boom. 3 hands. That's PLO.
Barrel. You have to be prepared to barrel.
Barrel.
Next time bring a cigar, keep it in your mouth, and barrel. You'll do much better.
Just buckle on my
Trust me.
seatbelt and
Trust me. You're never that far behind in PLO.
no, I wasn't. Never are. So Peter makes it 45 to go with the king 6.
Jake for the 1-0. Jake.
Peter's opening up his range. What is that?
Zach made the call. He doesn't have his cards in the reader right now. Zach's got an inside straight draw. And technically the best hand, but Zach gets away from it.
Stone's Live Poker, located off Antelope and 80, Northern California. Get down here, seat open for everyone who can beat the game. And now Dan is moving.
So we're shuffling around some seats.
Dan from Lake Tahoe. Zach from Zach. Tiny's just so uninterested in the game. It's like he's always got his tablet
Take
with
that man's
him.
tablet away from him.
Yeah, but he'll probably get the shakes, you know, if we take it away.
Go through some withdrawals. If I were to speculate, Johnny Outlaw Gaming about Tiny's VPIP,
0.5.
I think he's
I think it's 15,
no,
12.
well,
30 is like above average.
big VPIP.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I think 30 is about average. What's the average VPIP?
18 to 23.
Really? Do you think that's an average VPIP?
For an aggressive, for a tag player, yeah.
For a for a tag player? No, I think no. I'm just asking you what an average VPIP is.
Chips,
Not for Tiny.
511.
Not for Tiny. No, that's it for
Tiny's like 7.
Tiny for 2-5.
Tiny's like 12.
Jason M for 2-5. Nick C for 2-5.
Danny, he's got the button. He makes it 40 to go with King Queen.
Thomas.
Dan, he'll defend with a Jack 9. Ace King 5. Danny hits his king. Check bet fold.
6 max.
Yeah, 30's pretty high.
Mine was 30 when I played on Live Bike.
I believe that. I watched you play live with Pike. You had a huge VPIP.
Chips, table 11.
If you're more
You're also playing
experienced,
too many hands. But
20 to 26 is good if you want to have at least one loose aggressive fish who overplays his hand, so it's important that he.
Wait out one or?
Anyway, I don't know what an average VPIP is. A VPIP is an average of a player's how much they're playing, but I don't know what an average VPIP is.
I just told you.
I don't think you. I don't know if.
Okay, cool. Never mind. Why ask me then?
So I
Why
wanna know
ask me?
what you think
I
it
could have
is.
just said like any number.
I want to know what you think it is. Seb Black, what's up? Nice to see you in the chat. ST Sherm 2, what's up? Nice to see you.
And now we're still shuffling around seats.
That's Azan's lucky seat. Leave him alone. Chips are coming in. More chips. Zach's finding some more chips.
So we got a couple players in the outer tables that might move over. I know Harlan's in the room, Ronnie's in the room.
Love me some Harlan. Harlan's one of the best players you can have in your game. And
Brooklyn Dan.
Tony. I haven't seen Tony in a while. Frank.
As it is, Zahn makes it 30 to go. Picks up the pot. Zahn's looking over to see who's coming in the game.
It's Wine Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. Half off bottles of wine. Did you buy me a bottle of wine? It was my birthday on Monday. Where's my birthday present?
You share a birthday with my sister.
Oh.
We're all May babies.
I asked you to bake me a meta cake with many layers.
I know.
Stone 3Z. Tag VPIP is 8 to 12. I would say that Tiny's tag VPIP is probably in the lower end of that.
He's probably somewhere in tennis. Action falls to the Zahn.
What's up, Justin?
Raul for the 1-2.
Just kidding.
Malcolm, you're not supposed to.
You're the worst.
But, all right, AD, there we go.
Oh, baby. If you believe...
Happy birthday to us.
Yeah, if you did not believe in a poker god before, you will now. You will now, because this is AD. This is God's gift to poker. Look at that hair. He was wearing a parrot shirt before, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was.
Oh my gosh.
He looked good.
He was so good on this stream.
So-
I'm actually going to get his autograph after the stream.
AD's got a big deep. 80 is going to make you think for your entire stack. I love it.
AD will put pressure on you. Dan's got kings because we're just giving them away. We're just giving kings away like you read about.
So Peter opened up the 40 and Dan flatted the kings.
I think that's pretty greasy.
Danny comes along as well, and Tiny defends the small blind. 7-4-4, and Peter actually's got to like this flop for his eights.
Tiny is not interested in this game right now.
$240 in the pot, Peter bets 70. Or no, it's $240 now in the pot.
Now Dan's putting in...
Now Dan puts in the raise.
Yes.
Now we've seen players flat big pairs before pre-flop, and then it somehow seems to just go sideways
Yeah.
from there. But I like what Dan's doing here. If you're going to be flatting kings in position, you definitely should be raising every flop, minus ace flop. 235 to go, and it's a good board to do it too. Peter might think that Dan's raising just a flush draw here. I would expect Peter to call. Now Peter does also have a spade.
I told him, son, when AD sits down, he's going to have the biggest VPIP. You're going to enjoy rooting for him.
I think Peter... He's taking a long time though.
You know, a flush
Doesn't
draw
show a
could
lot
do
of
this.
strength.
A flush draw
Well, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, Dan, Peter actually might be calling there.
No. I think either way, a call or a fold, either way is fine. I probably would call just to see if a flush draw missed. I might maybe lead out. I don't know.
The hard part, like, except for Peter, is being out of position there. And if you're calling there, you're pretty much committing to calling any non-spade turn, I
Service
feel.
on 11, please.
And if you're Dan, let's say if Dan had a hand like, you know, Jack 10 or 9 10 of spades. So he was just raising with just a flush draw. And after Peter leaves and he raises, and then Peter calls, you're probably going to continue to bet the turn. You're probably going to continue to try to rep that 4 or something like that and get him off.
Yeah.
So Peter knowing that, I think it's not so much where he didn't necessarily want to call the 165 more. He doesn't want to call the you know $350 $400 turn bet.
Yeah.
Probably 4 plus.
Service on 11.
Oh man, when AD first sat down with his parrot shirt, I was like, this is a man that's made for our live stream. Stones owns his action. I was gonna go with a joke and then I said it wrong and then he dies after that.
V Cross Poker in the chat box. Val. How's the PLO going, Val?
Val,
Just so got him in the chat box.
the better looking V in the chat room. I was like Saturday night. I was just like, oh damn it, they're just too sexy. I can't do this. I can't deal with life anymore. Look at that chain. Look at that chain. My name is AD and I'm wearing $10,000 around my neck, or maybe less, but I don't really know what the accurate value of that is. But anyway, he looks like a boss. He looks like a boss.
Katie's very boss.
Yeah, Fat Train and I are going to be dressing up just to show you guys up.
Good luck.
I'm just saying, I might wear a bigger hat than Val.
It's probably what it's going to take.
You won't even see my face, it'll just be so big. It'll be a church lady hat.
The candy one of us, and we did on Turkey Day. I mean,
I don't know if we can, but we're going to try.
I'm all
We're
for
going to
it.
try. We're going to
Because-
get effort points.
Because one-upsmanship is classy.
I know, right? It is. Especially with these. Everyone's smiling.
Coming around.
Everyone's enjoying themselves. Anthony's sitting out. He's got to call his mother. K Corp says all we need is Yoda, right? And he has to bring his like Popeye arms.
Everyone's got junk. Folds around to the blinds. Peter completes. Ace King forward.
Dan's got a pair. Like Kelly Dunks, you're the worst.
Love Kelly.
Fat Train says Yoda's Popeye's arms were awesome. They were. I don't know if you guys have watched all of our Survivor series, but Yoda came in with some Popeye arms. I don't know if he was trying to get best dressed or...
I think that's definitely a best dressed move, for sure.
I don't know, I think that hat on the last Survivor series, that was the best dressed move. We had 2 ladies in our last PLO game. That was a fun game.
Did you bet a sign or no? Yeah.
Pulls around AD. 5-4, and he makes it a raise. 30 to go.
80's like, I came here to stir the pot, and you guys better wake up. And 80's not going to fold to this 3-bet. He's not. Watch.
That's something to be aware of. Anytime you're playing with these
Watch,
players like
yeah.
AD,
I would put all my
3-bet,
money in
you
that.
can only be 3-betting for value.
That he's not going to fold.
80 flops open-ended, and he's going nowhere. That I'll tell you right now. AD's going to lead into him.
He was the original raiser.
Well, Zach put in the 3-bet, and then he called, yeah.
Yeah.
So 80 leads for 75. Kind of laying his own price up to draw here. And Zach's wondering, like, what's this guy doing? Disco.
Wow.
Happy
AD's
birthday,
in
AD.
Peace.
Unfortunately for him, Zach's got a whole lot of nothing. And he bet small again. I think AD's trying to induce Zach to make a move here.
Induce him to do a little bit of spazzing. And Zach's confused in this hand. He doesn't know. It's hard to put AD on a hand.
There's 455 in the pot, and he finally gets away from it. There are poker gods, and they love us.
There are. Don Twitch, or whatever the hell your name is, welcome to the chat. You're doing a great job in the chat, by the way. Kyle sitting back down. Look at that honey badger. Look at my honey badger. There's nothing better than a little AD at this table. I actually played with AD after the Veronica and Friends, and I was like, AD, we loved you on the stream. Please come back.
He's stacking fools in that game too.
Oh,
Good.
he's such a beast.
80 makes it 30 to go with a 7-8 of diamonds. Zach's gonna call right behind him. 8-7 of spades. Folds to Dan. Dan's gonna call with Jack-9 suited. He's got hearts. No, Dan put in a 3-bet, I'm sorry. Dan 3-bet the button to 105. 80 makes a quick call.
I think AD would have called anything up to $500 at this point.
And now if you're Zach, I think you should fold here. Zach's gonna call. Ace, King, 10.
Rainbow.
Zach hits his ace. But in a 3-bet pot, I think you're dominated here so often that you have a really hard time extracting any value. I think you're like check call down and try to catch bluff. I don't like that. I don't like a lot of things.
No, you like very little things.
Dan bets 135.
Very few things, I should say. Not
Yeah,
very little things. I like miniature
Clarify
things.
here, clarify.
Miniature dolls.
135 here, and now you're Zach. You hit your ace. But you hate your position. He makes the call. 9 on the turn, and Dan's no longer drawing dead. Not that he ever was.
Zach's in the spooning position where he's in the front. He can't see the face of the other person. You know? 4 of hearts on the river. Changes nothing for Zach.
And Dan's got to try to decide whether or not you can get Zach off of the little ace. He decides not to. Checks back.
Kyle's got 3.2K. Tiny's, it's so weird to see Tiny's the shortest stack. He normally buys in big to all the games and complains when people don't.
Yes.
So it's weird to see him short stack. Oh, that's Azan in C5. I thought it was a statue of a very handsome man.
Wow.
Has Peter had a salad yet? It kind of worries me when I see him on the stream and he hasn't had a salad. It's like our salad revenue goes down when Peter's not in the room.
I sell salad. Like, salad, no, sell. Peter's in the room. Stock. All right. We made our turn. 80, makes it 50 to go. King Jack.
I like Callie Don says only studying improves your game, not drugs.
Tiny makes a call.
The more you know, ladies and gentlemen.
Ace-6 deuce.
Okay,
Check, and 80 picks up a flush draw.
Prop bets on what Tiny's playing on his phone.
80 Rivers is jack here. He's gonna lay it down. Val. Val, how's the 4 card going? Let us know.
She's in the room and in the chat. I love it. Yeah, so next week is Veronica and Friends on Wednesday. Me and a bunch of my Twitter friends.
Oh, you got Miss Candace Collins coming that game, right?
Candace is coming in, yes.
Bob.
Bob will be here. Bob is our first alternate.
Awesome.
And me and 8 of my Twitter friends are going to be playing some Pokera, as my mother would say.
Plastica. Right?
Plastica. Woman Rider.
Way fun. 80 puts in a $25 straddle, I believe. The graphic shows 80 in the big blind. I'm pretty sure he's under the gun. Azan picks up ace jack and he's going to make it 75 to go, it looks like.
Chips on 11, please.
Azan makes it 70 to go, I think, correctly.
Yeah, I think 80 straddles this.
80 straddles for a quarter. And he's calling all day long.
And he doesn't want hearts.
Top 2 for Azan. Nothing there for 80.
I think he's going to just check fold here. As crazy as AD is, he's not this crazy. Is he? No.
No, 80's never getting out of line there.
It's gas.
80 likes to splash around a lot, pre-flop, kind of disguise the strength of his hand oftentimes, but he's generally not putting a lot of chips in the pot unless he's got, you know, some equity in the hand. He's never just going to be like, just like spewing off. I mean, yeah, he might dry raise on a bluff, but
he'll defend.
He'll find a better spot for that. Out of position against Azan is not the spot that 80 is looking for in this game.
No, out of position on Tiny.
Yeah, he'll.
I'm just kidding.
Make no mistake, 80 will find his spots for sure tonight.
Ooh. Val's been getting a lot of big hands today, and aces in the small blind. It looks like anytime a small blind puts in a, you know, a 3-bet or a raise, it looks so squeeze-ish. Squeezy.
Squeezy. Azan makes it 35 to go.
Peter's got another pair. Peter's getting all these mid pairs. And Kyle's loving life. Only thing that would have been better would have been a 3-bet out of Tiny.
Still waiting to see Azan's cards. 160 from Kyle with the aces.
Did Azan show AD the last hand?
I'm not sure.
Because proper 3-bet said you can't give AD info. Why would you show? I agree with that. I would not show AD a thing.
Azan lets it go. Action on Peter. The graphic says it's raised to 85. We know that's not true. It's 165 and Peter lets it go.
Our Lemon Sun is such a degenerate. I'm just gonna say it. Would anyone be interested in prop bets on color makes a flop? Oh my god. That's like, yeah, that's degenerate at its best.
That's something joke.
Oh, I wanted to know, I like Kelly Dunks, did you end up paying off your bet with Andrew Barber? Remember they bet for $100?
I think we were planning to square up on this at the series, so I'm not sure.
Okay.
I don't even know if it was time yet. So I like Kelly Dong's making a comment about 165 is too big out of the small blind. On the same time, big looks a little shady. You know? He might get Azan to try to, and Azan's a thinking player, plays for a living. He might get Azan to think, well, why would he raise so big if he really had it here? and maybe get us on to put in a light 4-bet.
Herbs 916 agrees that 165 is too big.
It was a big 3-bet, a very big 3-bet.
I find that
But
the
I
very
said
big
it-
ones look like a weak ace.
Well, and that's maybe part of Kyle's logic there was make this look ridiculous, like it's too big.
Yeah. And make it look like a weaker hand that you don't want to see it flop.
like hey, I'm just trying to take a stand right now. I don't want to see it flop.
And see if you get some pushback from somebody. If it was against AD, I think you might get some pushback, but not against Peter and Azan.
Zach opened up the pot here. I'm sorry, Tiny opened up the pot. Zach called the ace queen. He's out of position, but he flops top.
Well, we have the proper 3-bet authority in the house, so, proper 3-bet can let us know.
Zach shows the queen.
Kansas Kyle, welcome to the chat.
That's what I thought, yeah, that Kelly and Andrew were just going to square up at the World Series. I want to bet with Andrew, I think it's a small bet. We bet on what Sean Drake's hand was during one of the streams. And I just had him here and I didn't collect.
Oh,
Opportunities missed.
should have collected.
I wore the same suit down at the train station to pick him up and I had like
I saw
a
the
cardboard
Snapchat.
sign.
You did?
No, I
That would have been funny.
really wanted to.
I would have wrote Chris Moneymaker and just like hold it.
Oh, God. Trump's #1 fan.
Yeah. Or Earl Mencken. Hold it. Who's Andrew Barber's rival? Whoever that is, you should have wrote their name on that cardboard.
Yeah. I'm not that
Who is he
clever.
like "Arr," when he hears their name?
Peter put the straddle in and Dan makes it 60 to go. 80 comes along as well. Queen Jack 4, everyone misses. Dan's got the only pair with his pocket deuces. AD does have an inside straight draw. Checks to him on the button. He's gonna bet 85.
I think that's a great bet. Everyone's showing weakness, and
Like I said, 80's gonna find his spots tonight, and that's no joke. Pretty standard play, but
That's 8-9.
knows the bluff.
exercise properly nonetheless.
I think he likes to get action back. I mean, he's showing the bluff, obviously for a reason.
He's trying to advertise a little bit. Come on, let's go, guys.
I mean, if that gold chain doesn't advertise enough, I mean, he looks like an action player.
I was gonna wear my gold chain tonight,
I know, and then
and then
you knew he was coming, so you guys would look the same.
it was just a little weird.
Yeah. Feel that same way when I
Kansas Kyle, we are just outside Sacramento.
proper 3-bet cards AD style. Yep. I love him on the stream. I love players like him on the stream. It's always, I mean, we're always looking for blood as an audience. So it's hard to watch people fold for 3 hours. So a player like him, like Sammy Baja type, those are the best players to have.
Tiny's VPIP might be like 7 tonight. It just may be.
I said it was on the lower end of 8 to 10, and you're like, no, it's on the higher end. It's 12. Now it's at 7. We need to start a VPIP, right? Let's have VPIP or Riot. VPIP or Riot? When are we going to get VPIP? Just at JFK Stones and tell him you want VPIP. That'd be fun to have VPIP.
Oh, absolutely. Herbs 916. How come we haven't seen me or you at Stones before? I couldn't answer that. Have you ever been here to Stones before? Veronica and I kind of live here a little bit, so
You live here more than I do.
I live here a lot. Yeah.
Whenever I can, I get into Stones. No, yeah.
Kyle makes it 30 to go.
You made me
King
feel
Jack.
so bad for my dirty jokes, so I'm not gonna go going there tonight.
Now you decide this.
No, I didn't say that. I'm just joking. Sean is flashing us some sort of gross part of his body.
Oh god. We flashed a lot in here.
I know. We see so many naked body parts, more than when I was nursing on the hospital floors, and I saw a lot of naked stuff.
Remember the gutter where the conversation was?
It's hard for a nurse to not live in the gutter. Like, people used to run around with a pair of scissors naked down the hallway on a regular basis.
Doesn't sound like a safe
And it
practice.
wasn't the nurses.
Action folds to Kyle. He's going to open up the King 10 of clubs.
I'm Lyman Sunset. Commentators need mandatory shots every 15 to 30 minutes. I would be under the table after an hour.
You have no idea.
I'm cheap,
80,
baby.
80 calls, sevens. Unless Peter wakes up with a hand here. And Danny is cutting out 3 betting chips.
Danny's getting tired of AD. Danny's saying, AD, you can't run over this table. The problem is, AD doesn't care. He's going to call with anything. He would call with anything.
Danny needed 155 to go.
It's not a bad flop for AD. If Danny's got ace-king, he's got him dominated. Ace-king, ace-queen, ace-10. Let's see what he's got. Put it on better. Show him. We still can't see it.
He backed up his bet, made it 125. Ace on the turn might slow down AD.
And here comes the penis bet.
I was waiting for it.
Just
I was
saying.
like, I was giving you the courtesy.
Thank you.
350 to go. I think almost any other card other than that ace, and Danny might just go, I'm sorry, AD might have just gone with it.
Yeah. He's definitely a lag, but he's not a dumb lag. Like, he definitely is comfortable with knowing where he's at. Love me some AD. I gotta get his autograph. He needs to get on our wall of fame. Make sure you tune in next Wednesday for Veronica and Friends.
Just clear.
Thank you. Jesus. If you get any worse, I'm gonna leave you. You read one damn book, and it's gone to your head, and now you're a know-it-all.
What? Go ahead.
Nothing.
All right. Zach makes it 45 to go. King, queen of diamonds. Peter makes a call on the cutoff.
Bradley T,
Ace four.
2P2, welcome to the chat. Nice to see you.
And Tiny comes along as well. King, Jack, 6, couple of hearts. Peter's flopped a nut flush draw. Zach's got top pair, second kicker. Tiny's in the hand as well.
We're gonna see some blood.
And Zach's gonna fire out.
Zach from Sac. Just moved here from the Bay Area.
Peter calls, and Tiny comes along as well.
Seven of diamonds on the turn. Flush does not get there. That shouldn't scare Zach at all.
There was no 3-bet pre-flop, and no one raised the flop, so he's not going to be afraid of ace-king here, or king-jack. Tiny overcalling, he could have King Jack. I stand corrected. Tiny could have King Jack here. 245.
Proper 3-bet. We're having trouble with the reader on seat 1, so we're having a hard time seeing Tiny's hand. I'm surprised Peter folded there.
I am surprised Peter folded as well.
245, 60. Oh, that's including the 605, including the 245. Okay.
Tiny calls.
Board pairs on the river.
Tiny might not. I even have a hard time buying that Tiny would play King Jack this slow. I think you can actually, if you're Zach, I think you can bet for value here. It's hard to get called by worse, but you got to feel that you have the best hand. Unless you're feeling that Tiny's like flatting Ace King. Would Tiny play Ace or King Jack this slow though? That's the real question. Tiny lets it go.
Ace Jack. You know, Queen Jack.
King tens.
Yeah, something like that.
They could have even had the same hand.
A proper 3-bet says it's nice to have a hot seat. You like that? And then you ask for a setup change, you're good. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't ask for a setup change. I hate that. Last time we were at a table, I think someone asked. Not today, but
Yeah. And you and I both kind of snickered at the person. That was rude of us.
that was rude of us.
We should apologize to that person.
He should feel that he got luckier. We're horrible people. Yeah, I think he had some sort of jack. Proper 3-bet said Ace Jack.
80 makes it 55 to go with tens.
Kevin C. roll over.
Danny picks up Ace King. He's just gonna call. Now Anthony on the button. He thought about it for a little while.
Oh,
Tiny
love me
adds
some
on.
Jack 9 suited. Oh, baby. Yes. Yes.
Ace right in the window. He's gonna bet his tens.
Of course he is. Because he doesn't care.
And now Danny raises. Danny's hoping someone's gonna overcall with an ace here. Turn just misses 80. The thing about AD here, he could so easily have an 8.
If the flush came, I think 80 would have repped the flush. You know, if the
Which
diamond.
still might be in 80's plans. If 80 calls here, I don't think it's because he's trying to bury a 10. I think he might have that in mind, but he also might think that he can bluff a diamond.
Mitch Manpow.
The problem is
welcome to the
Danny.
chat.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go.
No, I just welcomed him to the chat. Go ahead.
Awesome.
The problem is,
The problem for 80 is his reputation.
and Danny's reputation.
And Danny's reputation.
He knows Danny's got an ace. Can he get him off his ace even if the flush comes?
The good thing for 80 is his reputation. At the same time, he could easily have an 8 here.
Yeah. This would worry me right now. If I was Danny and 80 was posturing like this, it would scare the bejesus out of me. It looks so much like an 8. Oh, it looks so, this is so scary, he just calls. Oh, and this is such a beautiful card for him to rep. He could rep a heart, he could rep an 8. He just needs to plow into him right now. The thing is, does he know is he trying to turn a 10 into a bluff, or does he
No.
actually think 10s are good? Oh, okay.
gonna go check here, and Danny's gonna attempt to show him the ace king.
I wonder if he plows the river if Danny folds. That's what I thought he was going to do. That would have been a good card to plow into the river with.
I mean, a diamond would be preferable, but yeah, backdoor hearts did get there. I agree with proper 3-bet though. He took too long to put in a raise on the turn.
I'm 11 cents at black check. Yeah, we would have liked to see some craziness, but it's hard to river bluff. Like very few people do it. I mean, unless he thinks his 10s are good, but
a diamond would have been a good card. If a diamond comes, I mean 80 barrels. Peter makes it 65 to go. I don't think there's a straddle on, is there? Yes, there is. Zach put it in the straddle.
wow, Zach. Welcome to our game. Thanks for straddling. We appreciate it. Kyle's putting in a raise here to 60. Sorry, 60. Is it 65?
King 5. Just gonna check through.
Peter continues to get his little pairs, medium pairs.
And now Kyle's gonna take his forward and try to pick up the pot. He bets 80. Yeah. Peter makes a call. Well, Kyle knows that Peter's got a pair. He's not going to try to get him off though. Peter 7s are good.
They're rioting. They said VPIP plus OT or riot. I think we should work on the VPIP part for sure. The Veronica Pip.
So the grab to a tiny stack at 335. We know that's not true. He added on 1,000, I believe.
I'm showing off with all their proper emojis.
Zach's got jacks.
Why can't we have a Jags versus Kings versus Queens? Why can't we do that?
Then everyone gets stacked. You know,
Look who it is.
Oh my God.
Poker Pro Eric. Show me all those hundreds. Show me all your money. He's gonna go troll us now in just a second.
Anthony makes it 60 to go, and Zach is going to flat jacks out of the big line. Azan gives up the straddle.
And Peter's eating a salad.
Top 2 for Anthony.
Unfortunately, he's not going to get paid too much here on Zach.
135 in the pot.
I like how Anthony's betting here. He's going to do this whether he misses or not. We saw him do this previously. He's a C-bet machine, so it's very disguised.
Zach calls. Interesting card on the turn. Might slow down Anthony a little bit, although he does add a diamond draw. Zach actually picks up an open-ended straight draw. He checks back, and the 9 makes Zach straight.
Wow! Could he have gotten him off the hand though on the turn? Could have Anthony bet? No.
I'm definitely gonna want to get him off. Check, check.
Wow. I am gonna run over Anthony next Wednesday. I'm gonna run over him and take his whole stack. I'm Veronica in Prisoners.
Wow. Yeah, I'm not sure how Anthony checked the turn. I mean, yeah, I guess you're worried about the king queen getting there,
Because his mother was watching and she didn't want him to bet on the turn.
and then once he goes check on the turn, Zach somehow felt he can get in the check raise. If he's putting Anthony just on a dry bluff, he might think he can check it over to him and get him to try to pick up the pot and rep the jack. I guess that's the logic there. If he didn't pay with Anthony, if he had any kind of anything, he would have bet the turn. So if he checked back the turn, he must have nothing, and therefore must bluff the river.
Yeah.
And that's got to be the only way I get paid. He figures if he leads, Anthony's just gonna fold.
Yeah.
I suppose that's got to be the logic running through Zach's mind there, or lack thereof. I don't know. I mean, that's a crazy spot.
Yeah, it was weird. 9-7-3 on the flop. Nothing. We're not sure what Tiny has. 10 on, got checked around. 10 on the turn. And Tiny's just gonna call $40 bet. Deuce on the river. Yeah, it was.
I've been called.
Nah, no logic there. Just misplayed. T-sheet says, Jake, you're just making stuff up. That's called knit logic? Is that knit logic?
If I'm to defend Zach's checking river there, that's
Advocate.
yeah. I guess that's the only. I mean, that's the only thing I got.
Zach's advocate. That's what you want. Zach's advocate.
Yeah, if I'm playing Zach's advocate, if I'm to climb to the top of the water tower and defend Zach's honor,
Yes.
then that's the only logic I can find there. He thinks that Anthony's got to be so weak that
The only way he can
win is
squeeze more money
by
out of him.
only way he can win is by bluffing, and he has to bluff and rep that card. I don't know. It's just
See, Peter's eating a salad. I told you, ladies and gentlemen, he had to have a salad today. Being a healthy man. Look at Kyle. Kyle looking all ruggedly handsome today with his hair. It's like a nice, handsome, young version of my husband. I'll stop with Kyle. My husband's like "Arr!" at the screen right now.
Dan put the straddle in this pot.
I'm having sense that even his defense lawyer couldn't defend that play.
So the graphic that
Jake's not an average defense lawyer.
well, above average defense lawyer. There's actually 80 in the pot. Dan flops a flush draw. Azan has got middle set,
And we're gonna have fun.
and 80's betting it with top pair.
I love it. But 80's range is so disguised because he does this all the time.
Azan's gonna put in a little raise. Oh, I'm sorry, it was Dan who led out. 80 called top pair. I didn't see Dan lead. Dan led 30, 80 call 30. Azan makes it 120 to go. Now Dan with a flush draw, he calls. '80's got top pair. No spades. As we talk about 80's gonna find a better spot. Because he likes to splash around a lot pre-flop, but he's not putting crazy chips in after there. Harmless card for Azan. He's not really worried about the 4-6 at all right now. He's trying to figure out how much value he can get out of Dan here. 310 in the pot. 230 from Azan. Azan's got 1,600 back. If Dan thinks he'll call off a sizable river bet, if he gets there, Dan should call here for sure. Wrong color black for Dan. If Azan thinks that Dan's got nothing more than a jack here, he can't call a big bet.
He has a bluff catcher. You beat a 5. You beat a 3.
$295. Like, this goes back to what I was saying about it. He had just a jack. He can't call much. Azan's trying to get called by a jack here. Very good sizing by Azan. Now, Dan's even weaker than that, so it really doesn't matter ultimately, but it is such a small bet. Dan might be wondering if Azan missed a draw as well. With Azan's check raise sizing on the flop, it was a big check raise. The bet was only 30 and he made it 120 to go. Not too terribly big. Dan's thinking about heroing.
It's hard, the camera's on you, you don't want to get bluffed. Your friends are all watching. It totally changes the dynamic. You don't want to fold the winning hand. And AD's checking to see if his chain still fits really great around his neck.
I don't think Dan was acting.
No, I don't think so.
I think Dan was really thinking about making a hero call there.
That was a perfect size to make him think about calling.
The only sick part, the other sick part there is, could Azan be bluffing with the best hand, and then so therefore if he thinks he's bluffing, he's actually need to stick it to get Azan off? I mean, you hate flatting. I mean, I don't think there's a lot of bluffing with the best type hands that Azan could have had there. You know, I mean, not a whole lot of 7 combos that Azan would have done that with. I don't feel.
He essentially had a bluff catcher.
Correct.
AD, yeah! Yes, AD, we like it. Took a swig of your drink and got all powered up. He's like Mario, he just like caught the little mushroom and now he's like, woo!
80 makes it 35 to go, king 9 off. Dan's gonna call the 9 deuce. Both players hit their 9s.
You gotta think you're good against AD. He's a rangeless beast.
Deuce on the turn. And Dan hits 2 pairs.
Should I text her that down?
What a big bet into that small pot. Oh, he raised AD. AD let out. Okay. AD does not like to fold. He does not like to fold. It actually hurts him inside.
Little piece of him dies.
Yeah.
Ace on the river.
Wow, just jams. Dan just jams.
And this looks like a busted diamond draw.
Yep. I agree. Oh, I like it.
And
I really like that move.
The problem with the ace hitting the river is that AD's gonna be, well, if he had the nut diamond draw, then he got there with the ace.
Yeah.
But if you drew that, if you were actually rivered some value there, I don't think you're making that bet.
You're making that bet mainly with a busted flush draw or busted straight draw. Queen 10.
And AD squishes it, AD calls.
Wow! Wow! Ladies and gentlemen, we have a poker game going on. I don't know if you've noticed.
Wow.
80 just called. All of his chips. All of his chips. With a 9. And you know what? Something to be said about that. He can't be bluffed. Now players at the table, if they're paying attention, they're gonna know.
11, please.
I can't bluff AD. He's gonna call. He's gonna call light. He calls light. So you will actually have to have a hand against him.
In AD's defense, that looks an awfully lot like a busted diamond draw. The river bet side one.
Yeah. I know you're AD's lawyer. You're the lawyer tonight, the defense lawyer.
I'm everyone's defense. I'm the devil's advocate.
You're the good guy.
Then how much does he have?
It's always the bad guys who are like playing the good guy.
But I was suited.
V-Cross Poker says, wowza. Yeah, you wish you had that action at your table, huh?
Val's playing PLO. I think she's got all the action she can handle right now.
I want to know what AD's drinking. It's like powering him up. It's like shaking after every sip. That's just like straight freaking tequila with a lemon in it.
He's drinking a hero shake. Zach makes it 30 to go, ace 10.
80, not one to be upset about anything. Rebuys. Looks like for 2K.
Slide.
You can't make your money back if you rebuy short, ladies and gentlemen. You need to rebuy as deep as possible, as you can afford, to get all your money back. And if not, go to blackjack. Get it back there. High out.
Proper 3-bet. Yeah, that's definitely a good way to balance your nutted hands. I mean, that or hands you think are definitely best there, making it look bluffy. The point they're making that proper 3-bet made is that I still think that 80 should have folded because Jan can do that, wanting it to look like a busted flush draw, trying to get paid off.
Yeah, that's the metagame there. That's the levels upon levels. Is he making it look like a busted flush draw, or did he actually have a busted flush draw? Either way, he's playing it the same. No?
Yes. Same way.
I had to like get in your chili. Because you're like, I gotta get in there. Stir the chili. Put some beans in it.
I don't like that.
I want to put my beans in your chili.
Make it down.
Hot sauce.
Make it down.
Did you just see what I just did? I'm horrible. I do it and I don't even mean to do it and I do it. My poor mother. I mean, you guys know what you're terrible. You have bad mouth. I don't say those things. You know love, mother. Pride says, I played at this casino. Ooh. Very nice. We like to see people who play here.
Dan raised a 30 and Danny folded King Jack suited out of the small blind.
How? I quit.
Boo.
Where's your stress relief? See, you're destroying everything around you. It's supposed to give you stress relief here. I brought him a stress relief ball so that he doesn't have to destroy everything in the commentary booth.
Plastica.
Plastica, what's up? Plastica, how are you, my friend? Plastica will be on our Veronica and Friends next Wednesday, a week from today. I love it. Our mathematician dealer is not only great in math, but great at telling the players what to do with their cards. Actions on pile, no straddle. 80's got an 80 hand, which is anything. And just, is that a call or did he raise?
80 Limpton.
Proper 3-bet says, Veronica, I quit. Best poker lesson. My club.
Zach made it 55 to go. Super secret cards. Cards in the reader, Zach. Ace 5 deuce.
You like this boxing match?
Yes, put your cards over the reader. Zach, as the dealer told you to. 80 checks. Zach puts out a bet. Action's on Peter. We still don't know what Zach's
I
got.
kind of like his footwork a little better. Usually that's a pretty good design. You know, they look pretty smooth.
Zach, you're gonna get in trouble. So if any of you are new to our stream, make sure you press the little heart on the display and you can follow us and we'll let you know when we go live. We do our live stream on Mondays and Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time until 10. Sometimes we do a little OT if you're good.
Sometimes we stream on Saturdays.
Sometimes we stream on Saturdays for our Survivor Series for 9 weeks, plus our 10th week will be our free-roll sit and go for a World Series of Poker 10K main event seat. You too have your chance at a free-roll 10K main event seat.
And we might get a little hand here. Kyle's picked up kings in the big blind and Azan's about to wake up with jacks. And AD put the straddle in and he's going to wake up with fours. Azan makes it 75 to go.
I'm just going to put money down right now saying AD's not going anywhere. AD is not going anywhere. And we can see Danny has a 4. So there's only 1 4 left in the deck for him to flop a set. How much is this raise going to be? AD does not like to fold. AD did not come here to fold.
Kyle makes it 310.
AD did not come here to fold. This is why we love AD, because he did not come here to fold. Ladies and
AD
gentlemen.
cold calls a 3-bet.
Oh,
And Azan,
if you are not a fan of AD, then you're not a fan of poker. Look at this man. It's the greatest thing that the poker gods have ever given us.
the hard spot for Azan here is Azan knows that Kyle knows that he's not opening light. And not on 80 straddle. 80 will defend pretty wide.
So much
So
money
for-
in the pot now.
For Kyle to 3-bet out of the small or out of the blind, he's going to be pretty strong. 7-5-4 and 80 is open-ended.
And not going
Hold on.
anywhere. Oh, what a flop. And look at AD, just taking a sip. Just chilling, like a villain. Life is beautiful when your name is AD.
Kyle bets 400.
King Perf says he's not a fan. I am a fan.
80 is not folding. Can 80 rep a set here, turn his hand kind of to a semi-bluff and just send it?
You need to send it. You need to see the turn and the river. You gotta think it like PLO. I guarantee.
There it is.
There's the ship. There's
No.
the ship.
It's a
No,
raise to 1,000.
Ah, almost a ship. Pretty much, he's committed. 2 or 1,000. 1,000 is on Instamonks.
And Kyle does not like this sizing, but he's not going to let it go.
All in.
All in. And now with your AD,
It has to. There's too much money in the pot now. He has to call. How do you make it 1K and fold?
he's not.
There's 4.7K in the
He's just thinking about how he got himself into this mess. I think 80 already called, and they're just like calling over to verify how many times he can run it, maybe.
Yeah. Kansas Style says Kyle is a boss though, who cares? He is. 80 can't fold this. There's 4.7 in the pot and he's open-ended. I'm a gambler. I would call this instantly. You can't fold this. Please, AD. This is a logical, well, I don't know if the logical portion is there, but the gamble portion is there and you need to call this AD.
Here we go.
Yes! Blood!
Once or twice.
And 80's not showing yet. 80's not showing.
Oh! Shit.
Oh, Kyle! Kyle, why does this whole happen to you? And is he slow rolling right now? Did he show
No,
yet?
he showed.
No, he's... Oh. Jeez. How many of you just barfed a little in your mouth right now? You came for blood and you got you some blood.
Yes, I believe the stack sizes and pot sizes are roughly correct.
We got one for you.
Gay Corpse, that's Veronica emoji actually. That's me. I've just shaved off my goatee.
Wow. And they don't run it
That was
twice.
crazy. That was crazy. I thought they would. Just turns it. Just like no sweat, nothing. And that's why AD is loved by me. Because he's
You're not alone.
action.
You're not alone
He's
there.
action. He's an
He's
action.
pressure.
Proper 3-bet said, like a boss. If he would have folded, I would have lost all respect for him. He wasn't folding. There's no way.
I think maybe if Kyle elected not to run it twice, there's part of his logic might have been, well, 80 obviously can't have a set here, and you can never have a 4. But if 80's got pocket 8s, I think you still want to run it twice.
I think that, I think he slow rolled him because the dealer put Kyle's hand out and then pulled the 3 cards from the deck that were the highest, and then AD turned over his cards. That'd be so dirty, like so grimy and buttery and greasy, like he fried himself before he got here. On the grease ball. And then Kyle's a little, like, not happy.
Wow.
And Nazan's like, man, I made a big fold, I made a great fold with my jacks. I'm so glad I folded it. And he's thinking, how did AD get involved in that hand?
Yeah, I already got some like
You got $600 right?
exactly, so I was like, I got it. I'm out after 5.
Yeah, Jimmy Bluffett said, sorry to all of you who left the stream and thought it was weak. I told you guys, the second AD sat down, I'm like, this guy is so good for the game. He's so much fun. He will play back at you. And had he doubled up Kyle, he wouldn't have cared. He would have bought back in and had a good time.
Found another 2K and
Yeah, I mean, this is his game.
found another spot to break some.
And I tell you guys, if you buy in mid, had he only had 500 in front of him, he wouldn't have doubled up very much. Now he got all his money back from that one hand. So you gotta buy back in max. That's just my Veronica's suggestion of the day. Queen 8-9 on the flop, Rainbow. Nothing for nobody. We don't know what Tiny's got. Is Tiny in the hand? The graphics are messing with me.
Sort of play with your emotions.
Yes.
Anthony C-bets takes down the clock.
I wasn't
Yeah.
Cunningham got knocked out.
So just like that, 80's up over 4K.
count as a knockdown.
That's how I mean, normally in PLO it works like that, but I guess today in Hold'em it works like that also. Normally you're like a slow incline, but not for AD, man.
Sometimes boom.
Sometimes boom. I gotta get that tattoo. Sometimes boom. Right over my tramp stamp.
Nice.
Classy. Keep it classy.
Count as a knockdown.
The interesting thing about the hand was 80 flatting the fours in the straddle sucked us on into the hand as well.
Yeah.
I think with that 3-bet sizing, if 80 isn't flat, then the Zon is just okay. I'm not calling here. Kate Corson made the comment, you know, is Azan capped at, you know, just, you know, queens, jacks, something like that? Well, if Azan's flatting jacks and he's really just determining the set line with them, then you can flat a lot of hands, or any pocket pair there with the same as the set line. You can either, oh, here we go, 80 now flops a set of threes. Lord. With the same intention of, hey, I gotta, you know, I'm gonna hit a set or get out of the hand.
And Dan's got top pair with a pretty good kicker. And AD's just action. Just will give a lot of action. You can't put him on a hand. Can you put him on a set of threes here? Yes.
Yes. Dan check calls.
Gunsman 1986. We stream an Omaha. PLO. We're gonna stream an 08. May 21st.
Yes.
We stream a 5.5, 5.10, and a 10.25, and also a 1.3 once a month. Veronica and friends, 1.3 next Wednesday.
Dan raises here. Kind of interesting check raising here with King Queen. And now, Danny made a big value bet earlier against AD. Is going for a big value bet here. And AD is never folding here.
No.
Quick call.
Ship AD his money.
Pay that man.
Pay that man his money.
Yeah, I don't like the check raise there at position with one pair either. I mean, in position if you really think 80 is light and you can raise for value, but I don't check raising out of position there. I mean, if you're just trying to build a pot, once again playing devil's advocate, you're just trying to build a pot and you're trying to justify a large value bet. If really King Queen's that good against 80 there, I just don't. I think you're gonna get 80 to fold all his worst hands.
And very satisfying. Sorry, I was just waiting to say that.
Very simple.
Anytime we see 80 sitting down, overtime! Can we do overtime with 80? I'm yelling at the tech people. I know I'm getting in trouble. Don't yell at the tech people from the booth. Blah, blah, blah. I want overtime. I want some more AD. Azan's got queens. AD has a hand. Suited ace. We're gonna have some fun. God, I love me some AD.
I disagree with that 80's raising. I don't think AD should raise there with bottom set. For the same reasons that I think there's absolutely no hands that Dan calls with. I don't think King 10 calls.
I'm gonna tattoo AD's face over TD's face on my arm.
Awesome. I think it's the right move to make.
Yeah. Sorry, TD.
Yeah, I think AD raising there would be almost as bad as Dan check raising the turn. Azan's got queens, 80 makes a call, suited ace, flops only one diamond.
Table 11, please.
Patrick for 2,000. Roberta, you got Patrick coming in.
There's been blood.
Brittany,
There's been action.
It's been good.
You get service when you're done? Oh, you're coming here.
Are you gonna play after this? You gonna play some PLO?
Oh yeah.
You're such a get AD just under 5K.
V-Cross is always on. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, after the check raise on the turn is bad because of Dan's hand, the one like I said, the one pair hand with the queen kicker. But had he, let's say, flopped, you know, top or middle set, you might play the hand. Then you actually might be playing the hand correctly. If he had top or middle set, or if he raised the tens, check over to check call, check raise turn, and then smash the river. I think that's a pretty standard line to take with a big hand. I think it's really hard for AD to get called worse after he gets check raised on the turn. Maybe I'm thinking fishy, but I mean, I don't see any way any worse hands that call AD there.
I think Peter raised in the small blind, got called by Dan. Flops the queen. Dan calls. Yeah, put it over the reader, Dan. Dan's got king 10. Dan's got a little gutty for the nutty.
And Dan's had enough of drawing to his inside straight draw.
Jay Corpse is my sports betting genius. He bet against the Globetrotters tonight.
Yeah.
Lost 2K.
So,
You're the best. Jay Corpse, you're the best.
oh, Tashitsu, you're arguing that Dan should have shoved the river?
So if you guys want to get in on
I'm
a
lost.
10K seat to the main event, a free roll, go to stonesgamlinghall.com/survivor. And all the information is there. You literally just have to come play in a cash game and you can win a seat into the main event of the World Series of Poker. A 10K seat, plus you get some money, spending money. So, really good, positive EV. We still have our 510 this Saturday. I believe the bios are supposed to be in by noon today.
They were supposed to be in by noon.
816 Omaha High-Low split, May 21st. 1-2 no limit. You can get a 10K seat by playing 1-2 no limit hold'em.
Awesome.
What? Impossible.
Even more strange than that is the week after that, you can get a 10K seat by playing 4-8 limit.
Right? And then June 11th will be fun. It'll be the employee game dealer's choice. I want to know what the dealer's choice range is.
AD did not check raise the turn. Dan check raise the turn.
Is open face Chinese in the dealer's choice range? That's what I want to know.
OFC. There's a lot of dealers here that play OFC. Yes, the guy they keep talking about what AD should have done with set of threes there on the river. Someone's got kings again. Dan opened king queen. AD flatted threes. Flopped the king. AD flop bottom set. It was check call with king queen, and then king queen check raised the turn, and then led the river. And then an argument I think that AD should have shoved or raised the river with bottom set after getting check raised on the turn. I don't agree with. No, I'm not even telling you have the hand correctly. The guy check raised. Yeah, Dan check raised turn.
Anthony's
With
putting
one
a
pair.
re-raise with kings, and AD is not folding. AD is not folding. He did not come here to fold. And everyone else folds.
Top two for AD. And AD's just like, I came here to crack kings.
Yeah, I came here to destroy all of your wills to live. Anthony's gonna have to call his mother. AD's like, let me check. Man, I'm running good and I look good. How much money can I extract out of this human being?
These poor bastards.
I know. I'm too good looking for them and I'm running good.
Deuce on the turn, and that helps out Anthony.
Wow.
Wow. Big card.
I'm Lemon Sunset. AD is God.
Or was one card ago.
He fell from the heavens into a tree.
Jack on the river.
Now that's not a bad river card for AD to bluff at, but Anthony's going ahead and betting for him. And AD's just gonna fold this. Proper 3-bets really tuning into AD's body language. AD calls. Wow, he called. 400. He's not going to be bluffed. I'm telling you, there are some people that will call just to show that they're not going to be bluffed. Like you cannot bluff them.
I look at that.
It does simplify your decisions in the river.
How much I'll open for like a fucking.
Brutal.
I wasn't. I know I got lucky.
Anthony and I had a little discussion about Sean's quads versus TD's both.
If you raise them on the clock.
Today we were playing 1-3.
Oh, that Sean should have bombed the river?
No, he thought that Sean played it right, and we disagreed on that. So we had a long conversation. I told him to call his mother. Anthony, call your mother. I disagree with you. Jake's tuned out.
Good night, Rick and Barstow.
Rick and Barstow. Bye.
80 raises to 30 with Queen 9. Tiny never saw two cards he didn't enjoy folding.
No, I knew the I knew the
Ship it to AD.
I'm not saying I knew you had two pairs.
You know, when I see someone like AD at the table, I do not want to sit with a bunch of nits all day. I want someone that'll have some fun, give me action, see some flops.
Oh, and 80 is a lot of fun to play with.
Yeah.
Real talkative guy.
Yeah,
like very friendly at the table. Yeah, very fun to play with.
He was like, "Did you like the way I played?" I'm like, "I loved the way you played. You're awesome."
Are you kidding me?
I loved it. I'm a fan. Mr. Perfect, what's up? Nice to see you in the chat.
Peter's gonna open the pot.
Yeah, put your hands on the reader, Peter. Reader, Peter. Put your Peter on the reader.
You have a lot of problems, don't you?
I'm working through them.
Peter makes a 40 to go, Queen 7 suited.
It's expensive to work through problems.
80's got the 10-5 of clubs. He makes a call.
Tell nobody how about that.
Plastic Hotel Woman Writer, I said hello also. She's going to be in our Veronica and Friends game next Wednesday.
Check, check. And now if I'm 80, he doesn't bet it. As soon as he wants fire in there. Now he will.
I don't like when you try to tell the story just on the river. It's never going to work.
Peter just called Queen high?
Yes. Yes, because the story didn't check out. Yes, nice hand, Peter. Very well done. V Crosspoker asked me to marry her also. Valerie, I'm in. Let's do this.
I mean, let's be honest.
I know, right? I wouldn't mind having another woman around the house to help me. My husband's too messy. I need some help.
I saw this great little meme or whatever on Facebook. It's like this like infant child, like really surprised look on his face. He said, "What? My mom? Like, my mom's a lesbian? Which one?"
That's cute.
Yeah, it was adorable. I love it.
Proper 3-bet said Veronica marry everyone, I think. Yes. Yes. Let's all just have a big Twitch marriage ceremony. Our handsome painting in seat 5 just moved. Oh, that's his
Mel says, if you want another woman around the house, then she's not going to marry you. She didn't spend any time on that. She was here. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to leave the card room, Val. I don't think our marriage would work.
Kyle's had a rough night. He had a lot of big hands, had a hard time getting paid off on a few of them, and then of course that one monster pot against AD.
And he's racking up and sees ace king. Ah, I hate that.
I'm surprised that he's leaving this game.
Recton one said queen's high. Queen high is usually good. Peter. I Yes, indeed, my Ace 610 on the flop. All spades. No one has a spade. Kyle has an ace. Which means he'll pay off Kyle.
Checks through.
Oh, that's a tough
Fourth
turn.
spade.
Dan versus 2 pair.
And 2 pair is going to be good.
I'm Lemon Sunset. Veronica, marry me. We can raise D-Gen poker children. That's all I've ever wanted in life. Thank you. Yes.
I'm surprised Kyle's leaving this game.
I know, right? You want.
That
you want
said,
that kind of
there's some juicy games out there as well. I mean, there's some
Are you crazy?
big spots out
Are
there.
you crazy? Have you not watched AD play? It doesn't get any juicier. He is like a porno movie. There's lube everywhere.
We're gonna get called in the office.
I know. I get called in the office like every week, like Veronica.
There's the whole list of like things that
Here's
you
the list of
said.
things that you said. You can't say them anymore. And I'm like, well, gay corpse egged me on. But everyone wants to marry me.
Folds through his on straddle. Yeah. So we're in the market getting a couple dogs, and I decided we're getting the one straddle and the other one razor.
Oh my god. You are a degenerate.
No, I'm fine. It's good.
No, I can work through this.
Yeah, I can quit whenever I want.
Yeah. Whiskey too.
Yeah.
Your hand shaking?
What were you doing
That's a
there?
whiskey shake. That's the whiskey shake.
Oh.
You want the drink in your hand to drink. What's it doing?
I'm abused.
You are. This large mammal is getting abused like a dolphin at SeaWorld.
Fat Daddy says that he wants to file his taxes with you. So romantic.
I know. I love that.
873. We haven't been able to see Peter, or I'm sorry, Tiny's cards all night. Peter does turn a 5, gives him an open-ended draw. And Tiny's out of there.
Anyone who's willing to file their taxes with you means business. Like
That's real love.
That is real love. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. I'm Lemon Sun has never offered to file taxes with me. He's just a hit it and quit it kind of guy. It's too bad.
True story, I actually I had a girlfriend that I was foolish enough to have a shared bank account with.
Oh my gosh,
it's bad.
the worst.
Yeah, it was not the
A girlfriend.
Yeah.
I never did any of that crap
It's like,
until I got married.
yeah. Like, we should just have the same bank account. And then I was like, we should just have the same bank account.
And did you have a credit card together?
No.
Oh, you took a little while to answer that. I think maybe you're lying.
I'm trying to think back. I might have.
Oh man, that's the worst when you're young. I've never done that, but I had friends who did, and they got screwed over.
So Kyle makes it 30 to go out of the hijack. 80 calls king queen on the cutoff, and Zach wakes up with queens on the button, and he puts in a 3-bet.
And we know AD's not folding.
145.
Azan's still in this hand. We can't see what Azan has.
Azan puts in a 4-bet. The graphic shows Azan all in for 2K. I got a hard time believing that he jammed $2 grand over 145. It looked like it'd be about 500. Then again, how much does Azan have? About 2K. Okay, never mind.
Wow.
It looked to be about 500 or 4.
So it looks like all in for Kyle to call.
And Kyle jams.
Wow! What happened here?
And
Zach is like, what is going
I
on?
had queens on the button, and then I got 4-bet and then 5-bet on.
And then Azan is a bluffer.
And I think if you're Zach here, queens is an easy fold. Azan made it 4-10 to go ace-9.
Yeah.
Now we've seen that a lot of people re-raise Zach tonight, but no one's re-raised one of a 3-bet. Kyle might just be thinking that Azan is trying to pick on Zach, and Zach jams it. Wow. Zach calls a 5-bet. He thinks Kyle's steaming. Wow. Aces for Kyle.
ET,
10-10-8.
2 hearts though. Ooh, one more heart.
Brian, you got ET.
Oh, that would have been so sick for Kyle. Kyle got some of his money back.
Zach could have got a jack, queen, or heart there. Zach got a lot of outs.
There's Harlan. The great Harlan. The famous. He's also a lot of fun to have in
Wow.
any game. Yeah, Kyle got some of his money back. Nice hand, Kyle.
Gets a little piece back. Good for Kyle. I mean, I never want to wish evil upon anyone, but I think you gotta fold queen. I mean, it's a tough spot for Zach. And like this, I talked about that earlier. How at some point you get tired of people re-raising you.
Yeah.
And now he finally picks up a hand and he says, "Screw it, I'm done with it. I've had enough."
F you.
If you got
An F it button.
you hit the F it button. If you got it, then more power to you.
Lost in Poker. Nice to see you. Did I already say hello to Lost in Poker? I don't know. I think I did.
The only spot where I could easily see Kyle bluffing in that spot, like once again playing devil's advocate, is we saw Azan 4-bet light there. And for the reason we've seen a lot of people 3-bet and get Zach off a lot of hands.
McGeorge Law
So
School
if-
is taking applications for September.
If Kyle's picking up on the same thing, then maybe Kyle. I don't think Kyle's ever 5-bet light though. And now wait, I'm sorry, I think correctly. We've seen Kyle 5-bet King Jack before.
Yes.
So it's not that Kyle's incapable. Kyle has 5-bet King Jack 3, and he did that in the 5-10 game, or was that the 10-1/4? It was 5-10.
I can't remember.
Yeah, Kyle 5-bet King Jack 3 at one time, and he got an opponent off base king. Kyle's capable. Kyle has a reputation as a taggish player, and he is.
Yes.
But he also he'll find spots, and I think because of that, maybe he can be, every now and then your aces get paid off. That said, I mean, I'll revert back to my original statement when still couldn't see Kyle's hand. I thought, versus couldn't see Azan's hand either. I think Queen's a fold in that spot for sure.
OB27, what's up, Canada? So give a shout out to my homies in Toronto. What's up, Toronto? I lived in Edmonton for a long time. We have better actions in Toronto. Way better.
For sure.
For sure. That's just your ending statement. I'm not listening to you. Let's talk about something else. Go, poker.
Sure.
80s in a hand. 80s in a hand.
Not snitch.
I've never seen a big corpse in person. Zach raises to 30 with ace queen.
Yeah, that was about 3 months ago, K-Corps, yeah. I thought he was off suit, though. I don't remember him being suited. Ace-5 Dewey, couple of diamonds.
If you're just tuning in, press the little heart, follow us. You'll get notified when we go live 3 times a week. And you can look at all of our old videos.
Top 2 for Zach. He was already good. Just got better. And Dan, who we've seen take some interesting lines with one pair of hands.
You only want to get the guy that's
I think it's nothing but a call. What? Now if you're Dan, I think you check with the intention of folding if you bet. I don't think you can count on Zach betting three streets to the bluff here. Especially as light as Dan's shown down with some river hands. I think 3-barreling against him is suicide. That said, Zach's good. So he should evaluate that. So if you're Dan, you should definitely be folding.
Great to see you at that 1-3 seat before. Great to see you.
The board's 4 cards to a straight. Zach's not at all worried about that. 4-10 from Zach. And I think, like I said before, Dan, when he calls the turn, you gotta have the intention of check folding river. I think Zach would definitely might fire 2 barrels on a bluff. I don't think he'd fire 3, and he's not.
In Lake Tahoe, they might fire 3.
In Tahoe, you might get away with it. I don't think you can get away with it here. Just check raise, Dan.
Jason Mann, you want to check for 5-10, Jason?
He calls. Jesus.
Maybe to play devil's advocate here.
Dan's running for Can't Be Bluffed vice president.
Yes, that and you know, he can't. He's thinking maybe he's made some previous bad folds. He can't always. Is he gonna just fold all night on the river? He's made quite a few big folds.
Dan?
Yeah.
Has he?
Yeah. Dan from Lake Tahoe.
Tahoe?
Did he?
I don't know, like,
I'm just saying, man. I mean, there's a few times where he was
I
looking
saw
at
him bomb the river into a set of 3s of 80s, but after check raising the turn of the one pair.
No, I think earlier on he folded a few hands. So this is going to be the last hand of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. His friends are watching.
Now, Dan, okay, in Dan's defense, like the Dean from Tahoe, you, like, playing devil's advocate.
Sorry about that.
People, in Tahoe, people do just tend to spew off a lot more, and Ace-10 might be good in that spot, like, sometimes, I guess.
Like LA. In LA, Ace-10 would probably be good in that spot. Not in Sacramento.
Not in this game. So after Kyle gets a few back, Zach gets a few back, and Dan is back to the drawing board. Peter, ace-queen. He makes it 40 to go. Takes it down. That was a fun last hand of the night. Yeah, wow.
I was like expecting blood. Well,
Oh my god. Craziness.
make sure you guys get your, if you want a 10K seat free roll it, make sure you get your Survivor Series bios in. If you want more information, stonesgamblingHall.com/survivor. Hi.
So, you're looking at me to verify the address there?
Veronica.
Submit your bio to stonesurvivor@stonesgamblingHall.com.
That helps too.
Sure.
Veronica and Friends on Wednesday. It's going to be me and all my Twitter friends. Well, not all of them because I've got a lot. But if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's angry_Polak. And if you'd like to get in on the next Veronica and Friends in June or July, just tweet me. Tweet me.
me.
Tweet me.
Crazy game tonight. Lots of fun. Another.
AD spiced things up. AD's my sriracha sauce.
Yeah, and it helped. Yeah, we had a couple. I mean, a lot of big pairs tonight. A lot of big hands.
Huge.
The
It
deck
was
cooperated
decent,
a little bit. That was
yeah.
always good. Always nice when the deck cooperates. But it's PLO night, so
We're gonna get some PLO on. I'm gonna
Yeah.
get some fish tacos.
another 5-10 game this Saturday, guys. We'll see you then.
Good night, everyone.
Good
Thanks
night.
for watching.